it. It's live.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone. The salutation and much love to Akim out there pushing out his word, truth, and sincerity. All right, and we're the true Hebrew Israelites coming out week in and week out, prophesy the downfall of Babylon. All right, to raise our people back up, beginning with the elect, and to continue to prove our faith until Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, but through the Spirit, we want to start on the topic of the kingdom of heaven. Really, how beautiful it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because that's prophecy. The kingdom of heaven is prophecy. It's something that's coming, and we gotta speak about it before it comes. Because right now, you take a look around, you got nothing but freaks out here, man. You got nothing but debauchery, all right, abominations. You got nothing but wickedness out here. But in the kingdom of heaven, all right, when the Lord establishes the kingdom, it ain't gonna be all this wickedness out here. It's gonna be a great paradise for the Israelites.
Right.
So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is gonna be the kings of the earth. Yeah, it's hard to believe now, but you just wait and see. All right, go ahead and get that. Start at verse 2. 21 to 2.
It's Revelation 21, chapter 21, verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
Yeah, that's right. So that's when the elect is coming back down from the chariots. All right, because contrary to popular belief, heaven, all right, as they call it, the sweet in the clouds and this and that. Nah, the heaven is going to be here on earth. All right, the kingdom of heaven is going to be here, right here on this earth. Not in America, though, because America is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
America's going to be a desolate wilderness. After Russia, China, Iran, North Korea destroys this place.
That's right.
But what? The kingdom of heaven is going to be right here. And then what you're going to see? You're going to see New Jerusalem, meaning the elect and Yahushua coming back down, all right, from the chariots. Go ahead.
Come. It says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Father out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
And what happens when a bride gets adorned for her husband, man? If you ever see a woman on her wedding day, she looks the best she's been in her life, man. She goes to get her nails done, her hair done. She get the nicest dress. And that's how the elect of the Most High is going to be when they come back down from the heavens, man.
That's right.
From the clouds, all right? That's how the elect is going to be, man, like a woman ordained for the marriage, all right? Go ahead.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them.
That's right, man. So that's first and foremost talking about the elect, man. The 144,000 of the nation of Israel, all right? It ain't the whole world, whosoever loved Jesus. Nah, man, it's talking about the elect, man. The ones that were written in the book of life. The ones that were preordained from before the foundations of the earth, man. Now, here's the point now. We're going to get into what descriptions of the kingdom of heaven. Because what we're about to read, man, is far-fetched. What we're about to read, you can't even fathom because this world is nothing but wickedness. Go ahead.
Come. And they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their power.
That's right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be our power again, man. He's going to be dealing with us directly again, man. Just like he did in the ancient times, man. You read about all the wars we went to, all right, how the Lord would deliver us countless times, all right, how we lived for 1,000 years. This is what we're coming back into, man. But even greater this time. Go ahead.
Come. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, man. For who though? His people. Who is the Most High's people? Who is God's people according to the Bible? The Israelites. All right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the true Israelites.
That's right.
We're the people of the Lord. We're God's chosen people. We're the best people on the planet Earth.
That's right.
Believe it or not. Why do you think you go to the NBA, all right, the soccer, the NFL, and who's the star players? Boxing. It's our people, man.
That's right.
It ain't you Edomites. You Edomites going into slavery. But what? The Lord's about to be our power again, man. He about to come back unto us, man. Because what? The Lord turned his face on us because what? We disobeyed him. But now, through the Yahushua and the elect, we're obeying him. We're coming back unto him in faithfulness, man.
That's
in
right.
sincerity. So, beginning with Yahushua and the elect, Lord's will, we be part of that number. The Lord is well pleased with us. All right? So, he's going to come back unto us, man. Because he, not only because of what we're doing, but because he promised it. Go ahead.
Come on.
Started at 4 again.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no death, nor sorrow. Okay, for the Israelites, man. Again, you gotta read it in context. There ain't gonna be no death or sorrow. All right, get that real quick.
Khan, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 42.
Hold on, quote it again.
Khan, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 42.
Hold on.
Yep.
Got it.
Khan, 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 42. He answered me and said, his present life is not the end where much glory doth abide.
So this isn't the end, man. The glory don't abide in this place. That's what you got to keep in mind, man. This isn't the end. The brother is read, there ain't gonna be no crying, no tears, all right, no sorrow, no death. Go ahead.
Khan, therefore have they prayed for the weak, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality
Yes.
for to come.
That's right. The Bible says the day of doom is going to be the what? The end of time, man.
Right.
And the beginning of immortality. The brother just read that the Lord's going to take away death. To what? To the Israelites. Because what is the wages of sin? Death. And according to the scriptures, the Lord's going to put the law, statutes, and commandments in us. So we're going to be perfect. We're not going to commit sin. So therefore, we're not going to die. We're not going to receive the wages of sin. Because what? The Lord's going to make us perfect, man. His people, the Israelites, man. That's why we coming out week in and week out to prophesy his word, man. That's why we prophesying the words of the Most High. The one you ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ. All right? We're not handing out pamphlets. We handing out the words of the Heavenly Father, not pictures, man. Not coloring books. We telling you who we are. We're telling you to come back to your nationality if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right? We're telling you who the enemy is. And we're telling you that there's a kingdom coming for us.
That's right.
That was it on that, right?
A little bit more.
Okay.
It says, in the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past.
Yeah, corruption is past, man. That's was 2 Corinthians 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play it. Now let's go back to this now. Because that's the prelude of the kingdom, man. The corruption being done away with. Because what? The elect is going to be changed, right? But the 2/3, they're going to be destroyed. So that the corruption is going to end with them. While the elect and the rest of the 1/3 is going to be physically changed. But the 2/3 their corruption is going to end when they get put to death. All right? Go ahead.
Going back in Revelation, chapter 21, verse 4. It says, and God shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes.
Yep. Yeah, because you go to the hoods, the ghettos, the barrios, where our people are at, man. They doing nothing but weeping, man. They getting shot down in the streets. Mama coming out there, why? You know, our people get destroyed in these streets, man. They're hooked on drugs, hooked on philosophies of the devil. Our people need salvation, man. Our people are in a state of mourning, man. Even though they come out here for a time so they can lollygag, all right? They can waste their money to make themselves feel better for the moment. But deep down inside, man, they're mourning. And what? The Lord's going to take that away, man. There ain't going to be no more tears shed in the nation of Israel, man. Go ahead.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
There ain't even going to be no more pain because what? We're going to have immortal bodies. We're gonna have uncorruptible bodies like the what it say? Incorruptible shall end, or the corruptible shall end.
Corruption shall pass.
Corruption shall pass, man.
Right.
These are the bodies. We in the corruption, man. We in the bodies of the corruption, man. The mortal flesh. All right. And the Lord's gonna do away with that for us, His people, like we read earlier, man, in that same chapter. Okay. And then you get Isaiah. Go to Isaiah.
Yeah, I got something real quick.
Where you at?
Right here.
Go ahead.
Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
That's right. The former things are passed away. What are the former things, man? The chains of darkness. All right. The mortal man, the corruptible man.
That's right.
This world, this heaven. All right. All these things are going to be passed away when the Lord returns in His glory and His power.
That's right.
All right. To come redeem His people. He ain't coming to redeem the whole world. How unjust would the Lord be if He came back to save everybody? Here it is. You've been a wicked demon your whole life. We've been put into slavery by our enemies, but the Lord coming back to save everybody? Come on, man. All them things are going to be done away with, man. All that philosophy that our people hold fast to about being joined hand in hand with our enemies, that's going to be done away with real soon. All right?
Man, that's not a perfect balance.
Yeah.
That's out of balance, man. And the Lord come back and save everybody, man. There ain't no balance in that, you know?
Yep. All right, go ahead and read that.
Con, this is Romans chapter 8, verse 21. And it reads, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption.
Yeah, the creature itself is going to be redeemed from the bondage of corruption, man. And who's that? The brother want to grab that? The chains of darkness?
Jew.
The Jew.
Yeah.
Because what? That's who's it talking about, man? It's not talking about everybody. This is the book to the Romans. All right, matter of fact, go to the very last chapter.
Con,
Go to the very last chapter.
con.
Very last chapter of Romans. The last verse. And let's see what it says. You good?
All right, this is Romans 16.
Read this right here. Right here. Read that right there.
Cut.
This is the end of Romans chapter, what is this?
16.
16.
Con, this is Romans chapter 16.
So let's see who, even though you should know who these letters were written to, but the scholars even wrote this in there. Go ahead.
Con,
This isn't a precept, but it's written in there. It's a footnote.
Con. The end of Romans 16, and it reads, written to the Romans from Corinth and sent by Phoebus, servant of the church at Cythera.
Salakia, let me see. Okay, Salakia, go to my bad.
Hebrews.
Hebrews. At the end of Hebrews. All right? Because you know where Rome is, right? All right, Rome. Where?
Italy.
Yeah, Italy. That's the point I wanted though. There, right there.
Oh, yeah. This is the end of Hebrews,
Yeah, that's it.
and it reads, written to the Hebrews
Written to the Hebrews. All right? This is the book of Hebrews. Go ahead.
from Italy
From Italy. Where's Rome? In Italy. Go
There it
ahead.
is.
by Timothy.
Yeah, all right, so who was the book of Romans to? Throughout the scriptures in the book of Romans, it tells you to. We go back to that Romans.
Con. Romans chapter 8, verse 21. And it reads, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption.
Yeah, stop right there. You got that out?
Yes, sir. This is book of Jude 1 and 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate.
The angels which kept not their first estate is talking about the elect, man. All right? The elect. Those are because we the Alahayim. All right? Lord's will, we those men. We the Alahayim. We the ones that helped create the earth with Yahushua. All right? When they talk about in Genesis, and God created this and God did that, and let us make him in our image. All right? They're talking about the Alahayim. Now these are the same angels that help Yahushua create the earth.
Also in Genesis, talking about the ones that
The Nephilim, yeah.
the fallen ones.
Yeah.
So they
Fallen ones, yeah.
think about that as something different. This is talking about us.
Yeah.
All right. This is Jude 1 and 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
That's right. Those everlasting chains of darkness is these bodies, man, the corruptible. All right, the mortal flesh. This is when it said everlasting, it didn't mean that we're gonna be here forever, man. It just mean for a time period, man. But here's the precept to prove it. Go ahead.
God, Romans 8:21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty.
There's the bondage of corruption, the chains of darkness. If you're in chains, you're in bondage. Go ahead.
Into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High.
Into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High, man. What is the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High, man? The kingdom of heaven. All right? For beginning with the elect, the grace that Yahweh gave us when he sacrificed himself, man. That's that liberty we got, man. We got liberty in Yahweh, and we're gonna have even greater liberty when he returns, man.
That's right.
Because if we got liberty when he died for us and left, how much more liberty are we gonna get when he returns for us, man? Or you think the Messiah's coming back to, you know, to love everybody, man? You're greatly mistaken. The world hated him. Come on, man. Yep. And that's a promise the Lord made, just like the rainbow.
That's right.
All right, but going, that was it? Oh,
Yeah, that's
more.
I mean, there's a lot more.
Yeah, but let's go to Isaiah 11. Going back to the kingdom of heaven, man. Because again, this is our preludes to the kingdom, man. What happens? What we just read and talked about is things that's going to happen prior to the kingdom of heaven being established. Because a lot of things are going to happen before that. We understand, all right? The destruction, the elect being up into the heavens, meeting the Lord in the air, coming back down, the New Jerusalem, all right? But then when the kingdom is established, let's see what it's gonna be. I think you can start around verse 4. Where you at? 11. Where's 11? Right here. You can start at 4. Yeah.
All right, cut. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 4, and it reads, "But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity."
Yeah. So with righteousness, the Lord's gonna judge the poor. Who's the poor? The elect. Ultimately, the whole nation of Israel, but beginning with the elect, man. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Because, like the brother just quoted, Revelation 2 and 9, man.
Yep.
You what is it? How'd you go?
Poverty.
But thou art rich, man. Yeah, you bring
This
it
is
up.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
But thou art rich, man, because he know we're poor, man. We're poor in this society, man. We the offscore of the earth, man. Everybody looks at us like we just some niggas and spicks.
And the script said that he's gonna be the head and we're gonna be the tail, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody looks down upon us, man. We're just bywords and proverbs unto you people. We're just some guys on the corner looking crazy, right? But really, in the eyes of the Lord, we're the greatest people on this earth right now.
Right.
How about that?
That's right.
And we the only people he coming to deliver up out of this damn destruction.
Exactly, man. Yeah, everybody else is gonna die, Lord's will. We not part of that number, man. We want to be part of the remnant of the Lord. All right. Go ahead. Finish that off.
This is Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah. So going to something else, but the point was that we're the poor, man.
Yep.
All right. We're the afflicted. We're the meek. All right. We're the ones at the bottom of the table, man. We're the ones at the bottom of the food chain. Go back to this.
Con.
So this is going to prove who the Lord's going to judge with righteousness. Go ahead.
Con, this is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 4. "But the righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity."
Yeah, and reprove with equity, man. Somebody get that word equity in that Isaiah 11, man. 4. But when you get equity, man, you getting something to put towards, man, so to say. You got equity in something. You got benefit in something. All right. Read that again.
Con.
Brother, grab it.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 4. Hey, and if I may say real quick too, and that's what's not going on in Babylon the Great, man, in America, equity.
The world.
Because that shows you true judgment, man. The balance. Judging you for what you did wickedly and judging you for what you're doing righteously. Guess what? The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is going to judge us according to our righteousness, man. He's going to show true equity. All right, he's going to judge the spirit of the man that you actually see across the four corners of the earth. I just want to say that. Isaiah 11, verse 4, "But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity."
With equity. All right,
Just get that word equity.
The word is mashar. It says a level place of brightness.
So is the Lord gonna judge with uprightness, or what it say? He's gonna reprove with uprightness. All right, go ahead, keep going.
It says level country, table land, plain, a level place of brightness.
What about the Strongs?
Going down to Strong's, it says a level of plain often used with an article prefix as a proper name of certain districts, figuratively. Also straightness, i.e. figuratively justice.
There you go. Justice. He gonna reprove us with justice, man. All right. So go ahead.
Divine justice.
Divine, yeah.
You know?
Heavenly. Yeah.
Heavenly justice, man. That's right.
I was watching it on a movie last night. You know, it would say, I believe in divine justice. Meaning something, you know, a divine
Divine
intervention.
meaning God,
Yeah,
a godlike
exactly.
power, man.
Not of this system.
Yeah.
I just
Not
wanna say that.
not a judgment from the 13th precinct, you know, or the 5th county law district
Yeah.
or whatever
Or
the
the
hell they
Supreme
got.
Court,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
They go by
That's
the laws. They go by their own laws. They don't go by the
Yeah.
laws of God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I may add real quick, and that go to show Yahweh Shai is a true Superman, man. You know, because what
Square.
did Superman do? Superman, what he fought for the poor, man. He fought for those that didn't have a
couldn't
defense,
defend for themselves, yeah.
right?
Justice League.
Right, and what he was a divine justice system, man. Ultimately, he was a Superman, and that's why Isaiah the 47th chapter says he's not going to meet thee as a man, but what he judged with equity. He didn't just choose who he was. No, bro, you had to be. It was sincere. It was sincere. This dude needed. He was feeble.
He
That goes to
judged
show
straight.
you.
He judged straight. He
Right,
didn't-
man.
Like the scripture say,
Straightness.
man, he had no respect of persons. man.
Right.
The Lord is gonna judge with equity, man. Straight. All right. Give it to you just like we do, man. Hey, because we're a foreshadowing of the Lord, man. People think we're rough how we speak and how we act.
Shit.
You know, when we give you the truth. Wait till the Lord comes, man. Wait till the Messiah returns. You're gonna meet your worst nightmare. You ever seen that movie Nightmare on Elm Street? It's gonna be the nightmare on Channel Side, all right?
Right.
It's
Right.
gonna be the nightmare in America, all right? Because the Lord is coming to deliver his men, all right? And put his enemies in subjection. And after that, going back to the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be paradise for us, man. Like you can't let your kids out right now. Like look, you see all these little kids walking around holding hands with their parents. In the kingdom of heaven, we gonna be able to let our kids roam free. Right now, you let your kids roam free, they liable to get raped in the streets. A pedophile gonna roll up on them and take them for everything he got.
Or kill him for playing with some toys.
You gotta stuff him with some straw, man. But go ahead.
Con.
Back in Isaiah.
Yep. Isaiah 11, verse 4, and it reads, "But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth."
The meek of the earth, again. All right, meek, the poor, humble. Meek is another word for humble. All right, go ahead.
And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth.
The rod of his mouth. How is he doing that right now? With his words, man. Literally, his prophets, man. We're his mouthpiece. All right, go ahead.
God, and it reads, "And with the breath of his lips
And the breath of his lips, which is what? This life, which is the word. Go ahead.
shall he slay the wicked."
Shall he slay the wicked, man? The Lord is out here slaying the wicked right now, man. Every time you hear the words of the Lord, the wicked is being slayed. All right? Because what? The kingdom of heaven is being prepared. The kingdom of heaven is being unveiled before your very eyes, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5, "In righteousness shall be the girdle of thy loins, in faithfulness the girdle of his reins. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb."
Here's the point that I wanted. All right, so now we're getting into how the kingdom's going to be, man.
Kind.
And really think about this, all right? What we're about to read. Go ahead.
I'll read that again. Con. Isaiah 11, verse 6, "The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb."
The wolf shall dwell with the lamb. What does scripture tell you about a wolf and a lamb in the New Testament? All right?
Yep.
Now the future prophecy of the kingdom of heaven is telling you that the wolf is going to dwell with the lamb. Right now, if you put a wolf next to a lamb, the wolf is going to kill the lamb. In the kingdom of heaven, the wolf is going to dwell with the lamb because there's going to be peace on earth. Not right now. All right, not like right now, right? Where there's nothing but chaos and stupidity, morons walking around, homosexuality, all right? Abominations everywhere you look, animals attacking people, okay? Animals killing each other. That's all gonna be done away with, man. The earth is finally gonna be at peace when the Lord returns, man, and sets up his kingdom. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb,
Yep.
and the leper shall lie down with the kid.
Yeah, the leper shall lie down with the kid. A kid is a kid.
Baby goat.
A kid. Kid goat. You know, it's a baby goat. You know, so a leper is gonna what it say?
Khan, a leper shall lie down with the kid.
So you're gonna have a leopard and then a baby goat right next to it.
A leopard is a
It's a ferocious animal
yeah.
that'll take their prey up to the trees, man. All right, this ain't symbolic. This is literal. Go ahead.
Khan, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them.
So a calf, what it say? A calf, a lion
Yep.
together. A little child shall lead them. So our children are gonna be out there playing with lions, all right, in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, go play with a lion now. Go play with some lions, all right. Stand next to a baby cow when a lion's in the same area as you. Let's see what's gonna happen. But in the kingdom of heaven, everything's gonna be in unison. Everything's gonna be at peace. Everything's supposed to work together. All right, everything, the creation itself is supposed to work with each other, man. Just like, I forgot, I was talking to one of you brothers. We were talking about how the trees work.
Oh, the lungs.
Yeah, the lungs, how the lungs work compared to the trees. The trees breathe in the carbon, the carbon dioxide, give out oxygen. We breathe in the oxygen and give out the carbon dioxide, man. Everything's supposed to work in tandem.
Exactly.
And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. Go ahead.
Khan, Isaiah chapter 11, verse 7. And the cow and the bear shall feed.
And the cow and the bear shall feed. Go ahead.
Their young ones shall lie down together.
Their young ones shall lie down together, man. That's peace, man. Even the animals are going to be in peace. Right now, the animals aren't at peace because they're what? They're endangered species. They're being hunted for fun in zoos. They're in prisons. You got animals in prison. You got the Florida aquarium housing marine life that should be in the damn ocean right now, man. That's a prison for animals, man. That's a prison for marine life.
Just so Esau can make money.
Just so they can charge you $35 to look at them, man.
Yeah, that don't piss people off. That's the
Yeah, they don't
fuck-
piss people
yeah.
off. They like to see that shit. They'll pay $80 to go see it again.
Yeah, I think like dolphins as well swim like 90 miles a day or something like that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Even
Yeah.
sharks, fishes, period, man.
Yeah, hell, birds.
Hell, birds, yeah.
Birds able to.
Then you go to Busch Gardens and they got them in cages like this, man. Can't go nowhere.
It's fucked up.
This
dog.
is a prison created by Esau, Edom, the devil, man. For everything, everybody. The earth is in prison. The creation, creatures are in prison. The beast is in prison. The people are in prison, man. This is literally hell. But what? We're reading about heaven, man.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 11, verse 7.
Yeah.
And the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together.
Yeah, man, imagine that, a cow right next to a grizzly bear just eating grass next to you, man. Just chilling. You walk by them and pet them, you know, what's up, man? They show you affection.
Man, that's beautiful.
That's where we gonna live, man. Yeah, you wrestle a bear, man. Yeah.
Play with it like
Just
a dog.
for fun,
Yeah.
like a dog. Yeah, you play with him like a dog. Maybe fetch, go, throw a stick, bring it back.
What's up, boy? Let's go, boy.
And that's how we gonna. Hey, this goes back to the beginning, man. The fear of animals were on Adam, man. The animals feared Adam. They feared Noah. How you think Noah put all them animals in the ark? They weren't killing each other in the ark. Go ahead.
Kind. And it reads, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw. So I'll read that again. And the lion shall eat straw.
And the lion shall eat straw. So these carnivores, lions, tigers, bears, all right, leopards, they're gonna be vegans, vegetarians, man. They're gonna be eating straw, grass. That's hey, it's really not far-fetched. You ever seen a gorilla? You ever seen how strong a gorilla is? Do gorillas eat animals? No, they eat vegetables. And that's how the lions and the carnivores are gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, man. There's not gonna be need to be slaughtering each other because it's gonna be perfect, man. It's gonna be a perfect world, period. The lion shall eat straw. Read it again.
Kind. Isaiah 11 verse 7.
Hey, I'm sure somebody grab that word straw.
Kind.
Isaiah 11 and 7.
Kind. Isaiah 11 verse 7. And the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together. And the lion shall eat straw like the ox.
Yeah, like the ox, man. The ox goes around eating the grass, man, the straw. You know? You know, you ever seen the hay? They call it hay too. You know, they roll up the bales of hay. To what? To feed. To feed the ox, the cows, all right, the livestock. Guess what? Lions are gonna be like that. And a lion, man, they eat elephants, man. Eat giraffes right now. And the Bible just said they're gonna eat straw. You got it?
It's Taiwan means straw, stubble, as building material, as fodder for livestock.
Yeah, it's fodder for livestock, man. Keep going. That was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much the point, though. For livestock, man. That's what you feed your livestock, man.
Let me read a little bit in the straw. It say,
Kinda.
stalk of grains,
Really? Woo.
as chopped threshing and used for fodder, chaff, straw, stubble.
Yeah, I still got it.
There you go, man. Point blank and to the point. All right. Get that piece that you wanted to bring out.
Hey, if I may say this real quick, if the nation of Israel were in peace, but why are lions eating?
Exactly.
Why are they? Why they not eat? Why they not doing this,
The
man?
Lord already judged in righteousness, the
Yeah,
poor
yeah,
and the meek.
Yeah, if they the people in Israel right now, why is all this chaos? Why animals is eating people, man? You know, it's future. This is a future prophecy what the brother's reading, man, going into.
And this is what we're looking for, man. We don't want to, because Lord's will we those, man. We help create this earth, the trees, the water, all right, the animals in the creeping, crawling things, the beasts of the field. Lord's will we those, man. We help create all of it. That's why we long to see the kingdom of heaven, man, because we want them to be in peace too. We want everything to be, the trees itself, man. The trees are crying out unto the Lord. You got that, precept?
Yeah, the 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 13.
Yep.
Never,
Read it again. Quote it again.
2 Peter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise,
According to whose promise, man? The Heavenly Father's promise, man. According to the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
we, according to his promise, look for new heavens.
We look for new heavens, man. All right? Because this is a heaven right now, man. This is Esau Edom's heaven, man. This is your wicked ass people's heaven, man. You can do whatever you want. You can be a degenerate, a homosexual, a pedophile. This is heaven for the wicked, man.
Straight.
But we're looking for a new heaven. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Yeah, so but not only are we looking for a new rulership, a new kingdom, we're looking for a new earth, man. We want this earth to be rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated. Yep.
We want two men to have to carry a cluster of grapes, man.
Big ass man.
Yeah, two big ass men carrying a cluster of grapes. We're looking for a new earth, man. The earth has waxed old and is being destroyed as we speak. Everything about the earth is being destroyed. The earth itself, the dirt, the water, the air, anything coming out of it. All right, everything living in it. We're looking for a new heaven and a new earth. Go ahead, finish that off, because that's the point.
New heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
We're in dwelleth righteousness, man. All right. So it ain't gonna be no wickedness out here running rampant, man. Do whatever you do as thou wilt. All right. All that YOLO. Do what all this nonsense is gonna be done away with when the Lord returns.
If I can say this real quick, you shouldn't have to farm fish and dump them into an ecosystem because it's lacking fish.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous.
But that's what you got to do. This ecosystem is lacking fish, So what? Let's start doing fish farming, feed them, get them big, and then we gonna dump them into this pond or dump them into this lake because it's barren.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't have to do that. You know?
And that's even if they make it to the pond.
Yeah, a lot
They
of them
might
die.
just make it to your table, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, they got Esau, man's a devil. He's tilapia and salmon. I'd personally stay away from it
Exactly,
unless
yeah.
it says wild caught. For salmon, tilapia I'd stay away from though.
In general.
In general.
Yeah.
But what if it don't say wild caught? You know what they do with the salmon? They raise them in a farm. They come out white, pale, and you know what they do? They dye them. They dye them pink.
Yeah.
So they look real, man.
That pink
It's the
shit.
devil for you, man. The same devil walking around right now, going to the Lightning game, eating hot dogs, drinking Bud Light.
Oh, I wonder what you're talking about.
But we the bad guys. Here it is. We're standing up for righteousness. We want everything to be at peace. But this devil's throwing Bud Lights into the ocean, man.
Right.
He got a floating island of trash in the Pacific Ocean.
Nothing but plastic and
Plastic.
shit, man.
You got space junk, man.
Styrofoam.
Space junk. People don't even live up there. There's only a handful of people, 18 people, but there's space junk floating around, man.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. They orbiting the Earth as we speak, man.
Spin
It got
satellites.
its own,
Yeah.
it's you know, you ever seen what
It's
is
a
it?
part of the solar system
Yeah,
now.
what, Jupiter? Is it Jupiter?
Yeah.
We got the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Saturn.
Saturn got the
Saturn.
rings. Yeah.
Earth got rings too of junk, man.
Yeah, dude.
Trash. That's how wicked this
It's
place
bad.
is, man.
Spin
But
satellites.
but that's why I said we want a new heaven, a new earth. We're in dwell righteous. There ain't gonna be no pollution in the kingdom, cause there ain't gonna be no cars. One, there ain't gonna be no littering. Two, and there ain't gonna be no devils running this place, man. Ain't gonna be no hockey games to enjoy in the kingdom of heaven. Ain't gonna be no Bud Light. All right. Ain't gonna be no burnouts. All right. Cause I mean, literally everything you look at is polluting the earth. The concrete is polluting the earth. The boats, the cars, the restaurants you go to.
Idiots.
Look outside, man. They're just puffing smoke, man.
Don't care.
Idiots polluting the earth.
Yeah, you got idiots. Yeah, wasting space.
Yeah.
They're polluting the earth. Where they're
Talking.
wasting space, man.
Feel no way about it.
Useless. They're what we like to call useless eaters. All right, and the Lord's going to destroy them. The Heavenly Father, the one you ignorantly call God, is coming to destroy useless eaters.
That was it on that.
That was it on that.
He has
Just to back up what you were saying, this is real quick to the point. Isaiah 24 and verse. That's what you got?
That's what I got. Yeah.
Con,
Perfect.
Where you starting at? Verse 5.
5?
All right, Con. Let me
Go down to 14.
let me go to verse
All right,
4.
yeah,
This is
see, I got
Isaiah 24 and 4.
That's kind of.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, the haughty people of the earth. Oh, wait, what's it like?
Haughty. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 24 and 4. 4 and 5. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
So what, man? You got even the holy people, man, the proud people of the earth. They still languishing, man. Here it is that they got everything that their hearts desire, but they're still in hell, man. The devil himself is catching hell, man.
Oppressed on his own
He's
pressure.
depressed. He's dying. All the oids. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I was gonna say, talking about the haughty people languishing, man. These are the same people that's polluting the earth, but then these are the same people that's talking about, oh, we gotta clean up the climate, clean up the environment,
Right.
clean up all of this, global warming. But you're the same ones that's created all this. Now it's becoming a detriment to your own society, man. It's destroying you, and now you complaining about the own hell you put upon your own self, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, you proud ass people, man. Like the guy walking by breeze. But what are you really doing about? What are you really doing about this polluting the planet, man? You contributing to it, or are you trying to stop any of this stuff, man?
Yeah, they sell T-shirts, and distribute water bottle or with paper straws. That's not doing it because the real people that's running it, they don't care. They living good. They breathe good air. They drink clean water. They eat non-GMO foods. The elites of this world, they don't give two shits about you people out here, man. That's why I say the haughty languishes, because what? You everyday Edomites are haughty as hell, man. Because you're proud. You know your history, man. You know what you did to our people. And they're proud of it. But what? They're in, if not worse case than us. I seen the Edomite in front of Walmart earlier today, man. Just looking completely through, man. Face just red as hell, on a wheelchair, with a one person tent, man. All right, that was it on that?
No, I got one more
Keep going.
verse.
Isaiah 24 and verse 5. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. Beginning with the rulers. Because as the king is, the people shall, you know where that is at? Where how the king,
Proverbs, Proverbs
yes,
29 and 2.
how the king is, you know, the people shall.
Oh no, Sirach 10 and 3. Sirach 10.
Yeah, because that's gonna go with that. Read that again.
This is Isaiah
Sirach 10.
24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof,
Yep.
because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
That's right, man. So not only is this place languishing, right, being destroyed because the inhabitants, beginning with the devil, the ones that run the place, the ones that tell you what you can and can't do, but what? The people are destroyed every day, man. They don't keep the land Sabbath. And it really goes back to our people, man. Really goes back to our people, because who was the everlasting covenant for? Who was the covenants for, man? It was for our people. If you want to blame somebody, blame your damn self, man.
The original ones that was supposed to be governing this world.
Exactly. Esau is nothing but the Lord's whooping stick. We blame Esau because he's a devil, but it really is the Lord put him in there because of what we did.
You put evil in charge because we was being bad. Oh, you like being evil? You like being evil?
You read earlier, we fell from our first estate, being the rulers, our rights being in these everlasting chains up under Esau, man, in these bodies, man.
I got a quick precept real quick. All that fucking.
Yeah, he gotta be a
And we
devil.
speak about it. Polluting the damn planet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, polluting the earth, man. Read that again, huh? Read it again. And then get this word. Yeah, get that word. Read that and then get this word.
Isaiah 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Yes. So let's get the word defile real quick.
Khan,
This is the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai had it, because usually Edomites like this, they call it rolling coal. Yeah, see?
Yeah, he would have did that
He was
shit. He
cruel.
didn't do it though. Yeah.
See? You see?
Yeah, you see?
Go ahead, man.
Khan, this is
But nonetheless, he didn't have to do that. He's still destroying the earth, man. Go ahead.
right. Khan, this is the etymology of the word. Khan, this is the etymology of defile. All right, it's a verb from the 1400s, and it reads, quote,
What's that one?
to desecrate, profane, to make foul or dirty, also to rape. And Esau Edom was the brother getting ready to get the precept. Esau Edom is raping the earth, man, of its natural benefits. Africa. All right, of everything that the earth produces. Guess what? It's not producing. It's not flourishing how it was.
Yeah,
man.
America used to be
All right?
something
Everything
else.
is genetically modified. All right, everything is polluted, man. All right, under the hands of a cruel ruler. All right.
Hey, Kurt, because that's why they don't keep the land Sabbath, so they're just destroying the earth. That's why the Lord created something called a land Sabbath. You're supposed to let the land rest. You don't like to work 7 days a week, right? Y'all like to work 7 days a week? Exactly. So you think the earth likes to work 7 days a week? Let the earth rest, man.
Right.
Come on.
Fucked up.
That's what the Lord said. The Lord gave us an order to keep the land Sabbath, man. Go ahead.
Khan, hit the point. Go right to the precept. It says, because it said to rape, which means to take, all right, and not replenish. All right, it says deflower, and quote,
Deflower, man. Raping it.
Raping. Yeah.
Raping that thing, man.
Taking it.
Taking his innocence.
it says
Forcing.
trample down, violate,
Violate.
Violate.
ill treat, dishonor.
Ill treatment.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ill.
That's it.
Bad.
That's the
meaning
foul,
bad.
right? Yeah.
Time. Ill. Yeah, time.
Oh shit, hold on, one more. Slot. Person who cleans and thickens cloth by stamping on it, man.
Ill is bad. Ill is bad.
Trampling
Yeah,
on it, man.
Okay.
Ill is back, yeah.
Oh, Eve. Time.
Eve, yeah.
So he's stampling over the planet Earth, man. No inflation.
But get that real quick. Just to prove that point.
This is Leviticus chapter 25. Leviticus 25, and start at verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them.
See, so going back,
Yeah.
like we said, whose fault is it that Esau's destroying the earth? Really, it's because what it say? Tell unto who?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the children of Israel. So we were the ones that's supposed to keep the laws, man. We didn't keep them. So the Lord set up a devil to not only destroy us, but destroy the earth.
I think that's in 2 Ezra 6 and like 57 or something like that, where it says we put, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh, then that destroyed it.
Yeah, he put you on their asses.
I got that. That destroyed the earth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was, Leviticus 25:2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord.
Yeah. So what? Sabbath is you work 6 days and rest the seventh. So the earth itself is a living organism kind. So what? You gotta let it rest as well, man. You gotta let it rest.
Don't your body come from the earth?
Yeah. And like, look, even the nigga woman admitted. I asked him, you know, didn't ask her directly, but she is responding. I said, y'all like to work 7 days a week? She said, oh, hell no. So what makes you different from the earth? Yep. The earth is like a woman.
Come from there.
You know? In the second Ezra, it compares the woman to the earth, the womb, you know? Go ahead.
All right. Leviticus 25:3. 6 years thou shalt sow. Yeah, thou shalt sow thy field. In 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard.
Yeah. So 6 years you're supposed to do the labor, all right, the husbandry in your field. All right. Let's say you got 80 acres. All right. Well, you take 40 and do that for 6 years or 50, whatever. And then at the 7th year you let that rest. Or you know, you have it sectioned off, 10 acres for this, 6 years, 10 acres for this, or so on and so on, whatever, man. But he's supposed to let the land rest. That's what, because what? It needs to regain the resources, the nutrients. Because if not, this is why the devil has to make GMOs. Because the food is not giving nutrition. The food don't even grow at points in time. So they got to feed it with pesticides. They got to feed it with fertilizer and GMO seeds, man. Monsanto. And then you wondering why you eat a full course meal and you still hungry. Or you want to go to sleep. You're not supposed to eat and then go to sleep. You're supposed to get energy off of food.
And that's why they have vitamins, minerals, and supplements that you can go to CVS and go get, man.
Because your food's not giving it to you.
Right, you ain't even supposed to be able to go buy no shit like that, man. You're supposed to just eat, and you be alright.
Yeah. And then again, how the hell... That's another story, though. Go ahead.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. I mean, I take them. You know, I take them. Yeah, I take them because I know I ain't getting all the vitamins and minerals I need. But how the hell Esau know how to get vitamin C?
I was saying, yeah.
Go ahead.
How you extract that shit like that?
And gather in the fruit thereof in that 6 year period.
Yeah. So in that 6 year period, which just like the earth was created, man. Earth, six days, and the 7th day.
Yeah,
The
right.
same formula for everything.
And it, guess what? It happens every week. It happens every single week. It's supposed to anyway. Every week it's supposed to be 6 days rest. You know? That's how it works. That's how the Lord set it up. Go ahead.
Done. Leviticus 25:4. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land.
Yeah, you're supposed to let the land rest, man. Let it get some rain. Not acid rain and chemtrail rain.
Right.
But let it get some rain. All right? Let them resources come back up, the nutrients, so that when the seed gets into the soil, then it can, you know,
It was thing.
grow prosperly, man. That's why the grapes used to take 2 men to carry a vine of grapes, man. A cluster of grapes. A baby can carry a whole batch of grapes now, man. 80 grapes, the baby
With
throwing
no
mixes
seeds.
around. With no seeds. Seedless. Seedless watermelons. Imagine how big a watermelon was in the kingdom, man. Or it will be in the kingdom. And how big it was in the past, man.
And that's what we know. Esau nowadays, that a watermelon could be a hybrid fruit.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, all,
bananas.
a lot of the stuff we eat now, it wasn't really like that in the ancient world.
So we don't even know what we eat. Actually,
It's all man-made.
you want to say that?
Yeah, the pumpkins.
The
Yeah.
full story.
Hey, hey, you know damn well them pumpkins ain't. You eat them pumpkins, you liable to die, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ain't that shit.
We'll go back to that Isaiah. You
I
had
got.
something?
No, I got.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a quick
Paul-
precept real
Finish
quick.
it up. Finish it up.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Call it again.
A Sabbath for the Lord.
They quoted.
Leviticus 25:4. Read again. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land. A Sabbath for the Lord.
Sabbath for the Lord, man. All right, because that's you You're showing the Lord that you're obeying him, all right? You're showing the Lord that, all right, well, he said that hey, it's a Sabbath for the Lord, right? I'm not going to do nothing today. And you're not supposed to do nothing with the land for the whole year.
For the whole year, yeah.
But not because, oh, well, shit, I don't know if I'm going to get my crops this season. The Lord said not to do it. And that's why, man, Jake's not stupid. That's why you ordain sections of land.
Yeah, you move to another
this
spot.
Land empty, you let the cows graze in it, and then guess what? You move them over here when it's the land Sabbath. And now you put the seeds where they were grazing at, you know? But Esau don't give a damn. He been putting seeds in the same land for hundreds of years, man. 100 years now. It's all about the
North American so-called Indians was doing that.
Nomads.
Yeah.
That's why they call them nomads. All right? Vagabonds, meaning travelers, man. All right?
Moving spot to spot.
Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard.
Yeah. So you can't sow or prune, man. Meaning you can't put no seed in. You can't. If something does grow there, you can't even take it. Let's say there's some seeds
Yeah, you can't pick
or something happened where something started growing. Let's say you had not tomatoes. Let's say you had some corn, and the land Sabbath came, and in the 7th year corn was growing. You can't take that corn because it's the land Sabbath. It's the 7th year. You can't. What it say? You can't reap or prune it. You can't take it. You can't take it because it's the land Sabbath.
Yeah, whatever grows there, grows there.
Yeah, whatever grows there, it's there.
Yeah, after that, then you can go back and get whatever.
Now, it doesn't mean that every 7 years, nobody can grow anything. You know?
Yeah,
that's why you can't be simple.
Yeah, don't be simple,
that's why you do it in portions, man.
Or we just gonna fast for a whole year.
Yeah, you go fast for a whole year. Like in Egypt, Joseph, let's stock up all the corn. Man, you're supposed to do it in increments.
Yeah, that's just gonna rot, man. Yeah, it's just gonna rot.
Get that precept and then go to that.
First Ezra, the book of First Ezra, chapter 6, verse 13. So they gave us this answer.
It's a confusion. Are we wrong to want to be getting out of here? I mean, really? Ain't nothing but honking horns and people don't know where they're going. Cops don't even know what they're doing. Lights, artificial light.
It's confusing as fuck.
Destroying the earth. Every person that drives by is helping destroy the earth. We drive cars, don't get us wrong, but damn.
Hey, hypocrites are the same.
Jeez.
Yeah. Imagine if someone from the Amazon lived in Amazon all their life came to this place, man.
They have a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly. They have nightmares.
First Ezra 6 and 13. First Ezra 6 and 13. So they gave us this answer. We are the servants of the Lord, which made heaven and earth.
Mm-hmm. So the servants of the Lord, which are who? Get Amos 3 and 7. Let's find out who the servants of the Lord are, man.
Which made the heaven and
earth. You about to find out who made the heavens and the earth with Yahweh Shai. Because what is that in what's the book of the month last one? The Hebrews. In Hebrews it tells you that all things were created by Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah, and for him. And now it just said that the servants. Read that again. So that's why you got to understand the scriptures, because in the book of Genesis, like we said earlier, when it says God, it's not talking about the Most High, man. Because Yahweh Shai was helped to make this earth, man.
This is First Ezra 6, verse 13. So they gave us this answer. We are the servants of the Lord, which made the heaven and earth.
Which made the heaven and the earth. Yeah. All right. The Lord, Yahweh Shai was assisted in making the heavens and the earth, man. Because what? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, gave unto his son, the only begotten son, those men. They were predestinated before the foundations of the earth. So of course they had to help make it if they were predestinated prior to that. You got one more?
You want to get Amos?
Yeah, get Amos, that servants. Yep.
So Amos chapter 3, Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
The servants is the prophets, man. His servants, the prophets. So who are the Lord's servants, man? The prophets of the Lord. Right? Not those people handing out pamphlets. Not the people singing and hooting and hollering in the churches. the prophets, man, the ones that prophesied. Those are the servants of the Lord. And guess what? Those help make the earth. Those help create everything you see. All right? That's how important this thing is, man. And those are going to be the first, just like they were the first fruits of this earth and this heaven, they're going to be the first fruits of the heaven and earth to come. The first fruits, man. We ain't gonna, Lord's will be those, man. We ain't going to taste it that. But we going to be the first fruits of it, man. This is how serious this calling is, man. The Lord didn't call us out here to just stand out here and scream at people. No, we out here to proclaim the truth. All right? You're looking at your next rulers, man.
That's right.
All right? Donald Trump ain't nothing compared to us, man. We going to be gods on this earth, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 26, real quick. Isaiah 1 and 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first.
Yeah, restore your judges as, what's another word for gods? Allah, or Allahayim, meaning gods, power, judges. Read it again, he's gonna restore them as in before, man.
Yep. Isaiah 1 and 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first.
Judges. All
Plural,
right?
yeah.
Shapatiyim. All right, Shapatiyim meaning judges. The Lord's going to restore them, man, as is before, because what? We're set up to be judges on this earth, man. But now look at the lowest state we're in right now, man. We're just like our Lord. The Lord, Yahushua, was the most humiliated man on the planet, but he's the ultimate judge. All judgment was given unto him. But what? He coming back to get his power restored, man.
Continue reading.
Yeah.
God. And thy counselors as at the beginning.
Yeah, and that counselors, man, because what? Who are the counselors of the Most High, man? The angels. And who are the top angels, man? Yahushua and his elect, man. The angels, all right, that protect us, they wish they could be in our stead, man. Because they don't. Yeah, we're going to be over them. We over spirits, man. We're over demons, all right? That's why we're going to be able to cast demons out. We can do it now, man. Brothers have done it now, you know? And they wish they could live through this, what we live through, man. The flesh. Angels don't eat. They don't battle carnal things. But Lord's willing, we those men, we're going to overcome all this, man. So the angels, man, they I don't want to say they envy us, but they wish they could have experienced what we experienced, man. They marvel at it, yeah.
Hey, there's such thing as called a righteous jealousy.
Yeah.
Godly jealousy.
Yeah, godly. Yeah.
Just a precept to prove what the brother was just saying. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse, I'll start at verse 2. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by them, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Verse 3. Know ye not?
Real quick, who are the saints? The angels ain't the saints. The ones that minister to the Lord every day, you know? The saints are right here on the earth. The Israelites, beginning with the elect. What that, Psalms 148? Tells you who the saints are. Or 147, one of those.
It's 148. That was
148, con.
Yep. That's verse 3. Right. Know ye not that we shall judge angels?
We shall judge angels, man. All right, we gonna just like what would the angels? The angels would go up to the Most High, right? When he was trying to it's in the Old Testament when the Lord wanted to deceive one of the kings of Israel, Ahab, I think it was.
The lying spirit.
The angels, he had a council, and the angels came up to him. The spirits came up to him, all right, and said, "I'll do it this manner." The other said in that manner, and then one said, "Look, I'll do it. I'm gonna deceive him, put the lying spirits in the prophets." Well, guess what? We gonna be in that stead. All right, we gonna be in that stead, man.
Doing all that.
We gonna be in that stead, man. Be like, you know, the angels gonna come to us and be like, hey, how can I go? Hey, I got something to fuck with Esau today. I like that. Go do it. Go ahead. Yeah. You know, cause what? That's the council, man. The council.
We gonna be on that level. We gonna be able to see, actually see him.
Yeah.
While we're here on Earth.
It says
we're gonna see different dimensions and shit.
It says we're gonna judge them.
We just gonna be on that level.
Yeah. And he also read that we should be able to judge the smallest matters. So because we're gonna be judging high things, you know.
That's why I say verse 3, it ends off saying how much more things that pertain to this life.
Exactly.
see.
So if we could judge, go ahead. You go.
Like the elder Ariah, used to say, you have to know, to know righteousness, you have to know evil.
Yep.
The angels don't know how it is to live in wickedness. They don't know that side of the spectrum.
Yep.
But we know that side, and we know
We know very well.
the side of full righteousness.
Yep.
Just like the angels. So we're gonna have that upper hand over them.
That's why when we open them, they don't know both
Because
sides.
that's how you're able to judge. How can you? The scriptures say know the whole matter before thou
Con.
judge.
Exactly.
You have
See
to
it?
know the good and evil before you can be a judge.
Yep. That's why they got to ask. They had to ask the Most High first, because
Now they're gonna come
he
to
had,
us.
he had a knowledge of knowing good and evil. So they had to ask him first, because all they know is
Good.
good.
Well, they know whatever
Just
they've been
following orders.
told.
Yeah,
Because
so
you got
that-
the right hand angels and you got the left hand angels.
Yep.
You know?
So you got a group. So you got a group that just know to do the bad,
Yeah, to protect us.
and then you just got it's both sides of the group of angels. You know? Left evil angels, as David said, he sent upon them evil angels. That's
Well,
in
even
Psalms.
Paul sick Satan on
Yep.
on somebody.
Yep.
But what? Who he didn't send the good angels on them. He sent the
Exactly.
left hand angels on them, man. They're still angels just means messenger.
Yep.
You know, he just sent them to buffet them. You know. You have more on that? That was it. You have more on this? Yeah, read that again.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 1. Isaiah 1 and 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first.
So we just read, man, the saints are going to be judging the angels and even the smallest matters, right? So who them judges talking about? The saints, man. Beginning with the Yahweh and the elect, man.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
And thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness.
We're going to be called the city of righteousness, man. What was Melchizedek also called, man? King of righteousness, man. The king of peace, the king of righteousness, man. So we coming in his stead. We are his ambassadors, man.
Jerusalem.
We're going to be the city of peace or the city of righteousness. Go ahead.
The faithful city.
The faithful city.
And how would you know what righteousness is if you don't know what good is? Evil is.
Yeah, you
going
can't.
back to-
Comparison.
Yeah,
How
so
you know
going-
what hot is if you don't know what cold
Yeah,
is?
you can't. Exactly. You can't judge each other for anything.
Going back to
Compare
that,
it.
being as gods, knowing good and evil.
Yeah,
we
gotta
shall
know
be
it.
a city of righteousness. How are we gonna be a city of righteousness? Because we know what evil is.
Yeah, we know what evil is.
Yeah.
We lived in it for many generations.
Hey, but that's going to be happening in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So let's continue on, going back to the kingdom of heaven. You got that?
Yeah. It's 60 and 8. Yep.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 60 verse 8. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 8. It says, "Who are these that fly as a cloud?"
Who are these that fly as a cloud? What is that talking about, brothers? Chariots.
Cloud.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got it.
we got it picture though. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
flip it.
illustration, you know.
There you go, man. Live it. There you go, man. These are they that fly as clouds, man. All right. The chariots of the Most High. You got plenty of precepts here to prove. We ain't gonna go into all of them, but
Right.
what is it? This band called the Black, the Chili Peppers, some shit.
Yeah, Black Angels.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers. They had an album called "This Is the End," and one of the songs was called "Black Angels," and they made it seem like a album or a disc, right? A record. But look, it got beams coming out of it.
Flying saucer.
They're talking about this is the end. Come on.
Come on, man.
That's the chariots of the Lord. But these are them that fly as the clouds, man. All right? Because what? They can disguise themselves as clouds too. And you see the clouds, they move through the air, right? Just like the chariots. Go ahead.
Isaiah 60 and 8. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows?
Yeah, that's going to be us in them chariots, man. Lord's will. We're going to be flying through the clouds, man, through the sky. And what people ignorantly call UFOs. All right? Yeah. We get into that spooky territory. People get bugged out, man.
Keep
The
walking.
UFOs. Well, it's in the Bible. Go ahead. Yeah.
Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first,
Yep.
to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them.
Yeah, so this is going to be happening leading up to the establishment of the kingdom, or the establishment of the kingdom, man. They're going to bring
Good
our
eye.
sons from far, man. Because not every Israelite's gonna, you know, be taken up, you know. So they're gonna bring them from far. We gonna ordain certain heathens to go get our sons, man. Or, you know, we'll see how it plays out. But nonetheless, the scriptures say they're gonna bring our sons, all right, from far. If you have a son in China and you want him to get to Israel, you're gonna have the heathens bring him, man. Go ahead.
Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them.
Yep. So they not only are they gonna bring our children, all right, they're gonna bring their silver and their gold. Meaning what? They're gonna bring their resources unto us. These heathen nations. All right, this is part of the kingdom of heaven. Just like the kingdom of Esau, all right, everything was brought into them. Guess what? Now it's a changing, it's a turning of things upside right. Go ahead.
Unto the name of the Lord their God, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee.
Yeah. There you go. The Lord has, because we're glorifying the Lord right now, the Lord's going to glorify us, man. We're going to be glorified with the Lord. All right? Since we stand up boldly for the Lord right now, we're going to be, and we suffering with him, we're going to get to be glorified with him.
That's right.
All right? And we get all the benefits of it. All right? The Lord said in what is that, Psalm chapter 2, that I shall make their enemies, you know,
Footstool.
their footstool, you know. So we're joint heirs with that, you know. Go ahead.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy
The
walls.
sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. The strangers right here are talking about what? The other nations, the heathens.
That's right.
They gonna build up our walls, man, just like we build all this up, man. Who do you think's building this right now? You got Issachar, you got some Judites in there, Zebulon. Who built America? Who built up the whole earth, man, as far as under the rulership of Esau, Edom? Who built the pyramids in Egypt?
Jake.
The same people that built America. Right now, it's their turn to build our walls up.
That's right.
Because we're going to have walls in our cities, but what?
right,
The gate's going to be open
Open continually.
continually, which we're going to get in.
Isaiah 60.
Yep. Oh, we ain't got Isaiah 60 right now.
Oh, that's the
yeah,
spirit.
but yeah. Go ahead.
Eventually.
You know, you still got Isaiah 25,
25, right?
Okay, got
On
that.
deck.
Keep going.
It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls,
Yep.
and their kings shall minister unto thee.
They're kings. So the Rothschilds, we're not talking about everyday Joe Schmo, Donald Trump,
Him too.
Zuckerberg.
Them too, though.
They
Them too.
ain't kings though. They ain't kings. Those are.
Oh, they're gonna be serving.
They're mid-level. We'll
Yeah.
call them mid-level.
Yeah, there you go, mid-level.
But they ain't no kings. If they were kings, they would be behind the scenes.
Yeah,
You don't see Jacob Rothschild on the news every day. You see Donald Trump's clown ass
A
on the news
puppet.
every hour.
Yeah, just a puppet, a face.
Yeah, he's just a
Because he
clown.
working.
Yeah, he's a clown.
They
But we
least
talking about the
work.
kings, the ones that are gonna just survive nuclear destruction.
That's right.
Those are gonna be the first fruits of slavery. Lord's will, we gonna be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Them be the kings of Esau, Edom are gonna be the first fruits of slavery.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dukes.
The
Yeah,
Dukes
Dukes
of
of
Edom.
Edom.
Yes. Yeah, it's beginning with Amalek.
Yeah,
But you know,
so royal.
Esau got 12 tribes too, or is it? Yeah, 12 or 13 tribes.
Dukes. Oh, yeah. The Dukes.
Yeah, the Dukes of Edom.
Yeah.
Which is the
Genesis.
different tribes. Amalek being the chief tribe.
Yeah.
You know.
It's in Genesis.
But go ahead.
And their kings shall minister unto thee.
Minister means serve. They're gonna be serving us, man. I want a Rothschild, man. I don't care if it ain't gotta be no high up Rothschild. I just want a Rothschild, man. Kick him in the ass. Yeah. I'm gonna have him in a bird cage. Have him in the bird cage. Let him out. Kick him in the ass. Put him right back in. Throw some sesame seeds in there for him to eat.
Like a bird he is.
Yeah, just like a bird. They look like birds anyway. Shit.
Flap your wings.
Oh, yeah. Started pack.
It says, for in my wrath I smote thee,
In my wrath I smote thee. Go ahead.
but in my favor have I had mercy on
So
thee.
the Lord smote us in His wrath, but in what? In His mercy?
But in my favor
In Yahweh's favor,
have I had mercy on
the
thee.
Lord had mercy on us. So I think it's in Sirach. It says, as great as His wrath is as great as His mercy. So the Lord smote us, and now He's gonna have mercy on us, man. We had our kings had to serve there. Now it's time for their kings to serve us. All right, because we went to slavery as a whole people. All right, King David. All right, all the great men you read about in the scriptures, all the kings you read about in the scriptures, they back here today doing the same thing we doing, serving the Esau, Edom.
And if I can say real quick, now when you go in the scriptures, you got people like Daniel, Moses, Joseph. These people, Mordecai. These people were all like high up in office in captivity. You know.
Yeah. Nonetheless, still in captivity.
And they was in captivity, but the people that had them in captivity, they had them up in basically high levels, right? And when you go into the history of like everything here in America, let's just start there, right? All the inventors of everything actually go back to Jake, man. Jake is the one that's behind all these things in reality, and Esau just put his name on top of it. So going back into further building up this here society, not only did we actually labor to build up these buildings and the roads and stuff, but when you get into all these inventions that make them super rich, man, whether it be the internet, all these things, all these components, man, they weapons components, all these things basically come from Jake is the one that's designing these things, man. You see what I'm saying? But look, in the kingdom, man, we're gonna have their people, their elites, you know what I'm saying, all in slavery, man. And they're gonna be like doing basically the same shit, man.
Nah,
They could be inventing.
Nah, they not gonna invent nothing. But like what you say, brother, make big rocks into little rocks. That's the only shit they gonna do. But I see what you're saying, because they still have that today. You still got Jake up there in higher echelons, you know, generals, 4-star generals, and you know,
Colin Powell and that shit.
staff, sergeant, this, lieutenant,
Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, Condoleezza Rice. Sound like Chinese food to me. Colin Powell, which
Colin
he might be
Powell,
an Edomite.
Yeah, he might
You
be.
know, but
Y'all need a
anyway,
ride?
nonetheless, you
Y'all
know.
need a ride?
But like the brother's saying, the point
Y'all
is,
need a ride?
yeah, we gonna get it right. Don't worry about it, bro.
Need a ride?
We got it. But the point is
Hey, fuck
that
6'6".
they're elites, all right. They're kings, man. They're gonna be in slavery, man. Imagine that. You take a king and put him into slavery. You take a king and put him into slavery. That's the ultimate. You defeat the nation by that. You just bypass everybody and go straight to the king. That's that. You defeated them. You cut the head off the snake, and the body will die.
That's what Xerxes tried to do to unite us.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting the Spartans, he's like, why don't you just bow down into me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But exactly, yeah. But how the Lord's gonna do it is told to you in Luke 19:27. Or was it Luke 19:17?
That's right.
27, kind. Yeah. So if you don't want to get with it, then you're gonna be beheaded.
Ain't gonna be no war, ain't gonna be no conflict. It's just your ass getting your head chopped
peace
off.
treaties
Yeah.
and that goes for our people too. Because not all Israel's gonna die when the nukes hit. The majority of them is gonna die, but there's gonna be somebody in Cambodia that looks like a goop that somehow might make it, you know?
Exactly.
But when the Lord, like we read earlier, when the New Jerusalem comes back down, you either get with the program or you're gonna die, and most likely they're not gonna get with it, you know, because that's why the Lord saved them, so they can be made an example, you know. And we gotta have fun, you know.
Yeah, something, dude.
Go ahead.
It says, therefore, verse 11, therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Yeah, so our gates gonna be open continually, man. After they build our walls up, we gonna have some nice ass cities, not like this. Degenerates walking around asking you if you need a ride on a scooter. Drunk as hell, don't know where the hell he's going.
Go right there, right behind the trolley.
You see? It ain't gonna be nothing like that. If you do something like that in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna get put to death, man.
You ain't gonna hide it from us. We're gonna know right away.
That's folly, man. But what? Folly is sitting high, great dignity in this kingdom, man. And high dignity, you know, people will clap at them and promote it. Tell them to do it again.
Woo!
Yeah, grown ass men.
Charlie has to stop for them idiots.
Charlie gotta
But
stop.
what? The point. Yeah, man. There's no remedy for this place.
There's
You
one.
got grown ass men acting like my nephews act more of men than them, and they're what 12 and 11 years old. They got more common sense than them. But what the point is that our gates in the kingdom is going to be continually open, because what? Nobody's going to dare attack us. Nobody's going to dare steal from us. We're going to sleep with our windows open, doors unlocked.
Dare you, the motherfucker.
All right. Ain't nobody gonna, well, you know, they gonna come in out of the city to bring in their resources and whatnot, but ain't nobody gonna try nothing, man. The gates are gonna be open. Usually in the ancient world, they would close the gates at a certain time. All right, nobody come in, they got the guards out there.
Yep.
Man, them gates gonna be open continually, forever. We ain't got nothing to worry about. The Lord, if the Lord be for us, who can be against us? And we gonna be in our prime. You know, we were great in the ancient world, we were great. King David was killing tens of thousands, Saul thousands, Samuel, was it Samuel? Yeah, Samuel with the jawbone killed 1,000 men. Samson, kind of throw out of Samson. He killed 1,000 men. So imagine in the kingdom of heaven when we're perfect. Because Samson, he got tired. Yeah, damn, I'm thirsty. Yeah, you let me kill all these people. Now you gonna let me die? Nah, we gonna
Party's still going.
The 10,000 people. I'm like, where the rest of them at?
Keep the party going.
Yeah, hey, the scripture tells you they shall run and not be weary. Go ahead. Keep going though.
It says, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night.
They shall not be shut day nor night.
If I can say something, you know how you got companies, they making money while they sleep.
Yeah.
That's gonna be us. You know, you sleeping, I slept, I done made, you know, I made 20 million last night while I was sleeping. You know how them Edomites be.
Walmart.
Yeah, you know, so that's how we gonna be.
The Waltons,
You know? But of course, more money than 20, you know, it's gonna be innumerable. But the point is, we gonna be making money while we sleep.
While we sleeping. If we choose to sleep.
Exactly.
Also wanted to the gates being open continually, like the brother was speaking, like, yo, we ain't gonna worry about nobody running up on us. There's a place like kind of between where like me and this brother live out there in like Sarasota, Siesta Key, man. It's this big ass circle. Yeah, it's a real rich place. It's a big ass circle out there in the water. It's like an island. All right, you can go out there. You can always find like drop top Ferraris, drop top Lamborghinis. Posted outside park with the keys in the ignition, man. If somebody would go in there over and take one of their cars, man. You just go out there, there's nothing but a whole bunch of Lamborghinis, Ferraris parked. Jesus, the only way. Nevertheless, that anti-Semitic?
That ain't our shit.
That's anti-Semitic.
Even though he was his. But like the brother said, it's like like the brother said, like Walmart continually open, and they making money all nonstop. And the CEO, whatever the hell his name, Sam Waltman or whatever, he make his family making money. Hey, we not even gonna have to be on Earth. And our kingdom's gonna be continually growing.
It's just gonna flourish.
Resources continually coming in. Because remember, the Earth is gonna flourish. It ain't gonna be like what you see right now, man. It's gonna be very abundant. You know?
Whatever you want to eat, whenever you want to eat.
When you want to eat it, you got
what you
servants.
want to do in righteousness.
You got servants to prepare shit, anything you want at your beck and whim.
Have your servants pick your toes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's that movie Coming to America. Coming to America, they come about the hot tub. The royal princess clean, your highness.
And if any of these nations got a problem with it, then basically it's death to them. I think that's the next verse.
It says, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
So they're gonna bring slaves unto us, man. They're gonna bring slaves unto us. All right? Because what's the greatest resource? People. If you don't have one of the nation's best, Yasharala. No, but if you don't have people, how are you gonna get resources? The greatest resource is humans.
It is people.
Yeah, slaves, cattle, or chattel.
Servants all day.
Go ahead.
And that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Yep. So if they don't want to get down with it, which they ain't gonna buck up against us when they see the power that's with us.
Maybe the first couple 100 years they want to try to do
Maybe
some
Esau,
shit. Yeah.
But the other nations they gonna fall in quick, man.
We gonna let their ass get strong as fuck too.
Maybe,
Proverbs 29 and 2.
yeah, exactly. I mean, they're gonna we could put the spirit on them to buck up, put them lion spirits on them,
Gates are open, so
Yeah,
if they want to come
exactly.
start something.
Just look at the history and look what happened after Egypt. Ain't nobody want to mess with the Israelites after that.
They hearts melt. Niggas
Except for Esau. Amalek. So
give-
Esau the only one that gonna buck up.
Give it a few hundred years. Someone can want to try to get
I
crazy.
give it 1 year.
Yeah.
Only Esau gonna buck up, man. That he's contrary to the Lord. Everybody else falls.
They're gonna be
in line.
happy.
If they fall, look at the other nations. They fell in line with wickedness. They're gonna live good in righteousness under us. So they ain't gonna buck up against that. Only Esau will, because he's contrary to righteousness, man. I mean, you're gonna have not outcasts, but you got rebels here and there.
Yeah, they're gonna try to rebel.
Just for us to yeah, exactly, have some fun. But as a whole, they ain't gonna
We're
rebel.
gonna let their ass get strong as fuck too, man. Let their ass get strong as hell and try to come in there though, so we can just take them out one shot.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
It took them years. It took them years to
That's
get
why
us.
read that again. Read it again, because it ain't gonna, if you come up against us, if you don't do what we say, you're just gonna be destroyed.
Yeah,
Ain't
you'll
no
be destroyed.
questions. They're not gonna take you to the council.
You know,
UN
easy
council,
it is. No, easy it will be to destroy like all those people, bro.
You could if one angel could destroy the earth, how much do you elect? How much more do you elect?
It'd be so easy,
You know?
bro.
over the angels.
Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Yep. They're gonna be utterly racist. So that goes to show you that there ain't nobody coming up against us except for Esau. Who's gonna be utterly destroyed? Esau.
Yeah, the only
Because if you come up against us at all, what does it say? You got to be utterly destroyed. So is Moab gonna come up against us?
They're not gonna be
They're not
utterly
gonna be
destroyed.
utterly destroyed. Maybe one or two of them.
Maybe
get
a
a foot
village.
up their ass.
Yeah, maybe a villager might try to come up against the kids.
And we could kill them for fun. We can do it for fun because this is it's gonna be our kingdom.
We got billions of more Moabites,
Yeah.
man. Your village want to try to come up against us. That's all right. You know,
We're gonna just like they did to us.
Yeah.
You think the Moabites didn't have us in slavery?
They know
Better read
snap.
the scriptures, shit. Go ahead, keep going.
Huh.
Where you at? 12 or
Yeah,
13?
12.
Okay, good.
Verse 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee.
What's Lebanon known for?
big ass tree there. Beautiful tree.
Right.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee. The fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary.
That's right, man. So we're gonna use the best materials, just like how was the temple made? The temple that was made unto the Lord. The best of everything. Best gold, best silver, best trees, best wood, best everything. And that's how the kingdom of heaven, for everything for the Israelites, beginning with Yahweh shine the light, they're gonna have the best of everything.
Even the best architects.
The best. And hey, the temple was so precious that you couldn't even bring tools into it. Everything had to be prepared outside of it and then brought in. Hand built. Because there couldn't be no banging inside the temple. Yeah. They just putting it in place. The pillars, they had to be built outside and brought in. That's how you know who built the pyramids, man. Come on. They built a temple outside of the temple and then they built the temple, you know? That's
like today with these cars nowadays. They got these manufacturers to make all these cars, but like some of these, where it used to be with some of these high-end cars, the Rolls Royce and stuff, everything on that car
Hand
is
built.
handmade.
Yeah, hand built.
You know what I'm saying? So you got it's
Take
way
like
more
6
precious.
months to make it.
Yeah, it's way more precious than a lot of these regular manufactured cars, man.
like a Bugatti.
Right. This is a manufactured society. You know what I'm saying? Or they just got, it's a blueprint or whatever, a template. They just keep copy paste, man.
What they call the assembly line shit.
Yeah.
You going on that?
God. And it's the scripture also too to say the sheep of Bashan.
Yeah.
So if you go into that, the sheep of Bashan, that means, wherever that region was, they had the best sheep. The top of the line sheep.
Cause you got like there's like over 50 types of sheep, different sheeps, you know. And that like brother said, that had to be the top sheep, best meat probably, and maybe because it's the grass or something, who knows? Maybe it's the fur, or not the fur, but the wool,
It's like when you about the dogs and shit. When you have dogs with papers, and come from this bloodline, you can sell dogs for like thousands of dollars.
Come for good stock.
Yeah, good stock. So the sheep of Bashan, like, oh shit, that's the sheep of Bashan. You can those top of the line sheep. So that's kind of how it is.
Yep.
Compare.
Best of the best.
Best of the best.
exactly.
Fit for God.
The Lord made regions for everything,
Yep.
He made it like the trees, the Lebanon, right? The gold of Ophir,
Yep.
and so on.
Hey, just notice like how in China you got bamboo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got the best shit in that region.
That
Yeah.
bamboo, that shit is clutch. You don't see bamboo like
They don't grow out here like that.
You
No.
know? So you just gonna get it from the resources.
Spices and all these things.
Because you
Yeah.
can grow bamboo here, it ain't gonna be as good as the shit that grows in China.
China, man, they build infrastructure. Like,
It's very strong.
With that shit.
So America's a shithole. Worst architecture on the country.
Yes,
in the
it
world.
is.
At
Yes,
D
it is.
plus.
Oh, you're very
Maybe.
kind.
I give it, D plus. That's being kind. It might be D minus at this point. But China, it's like an A. Their infrastructure.
Except for the pollution and shit. That's the only thing they got going.
Yeah, of course.
All that manufacturing.
All them people.
Yeah.
All 8 billion of them motherfuckers.
Go ahead, bro.
It says the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify. Hey, bro, real quick, Salaki, I don't mean to stop you, but bro, you hear all this godly conversation? Like that's what the Lord hearing up in the heavens.
Yep.
Brothers talking about the kingdom. God just listening. I just had that like epiphany. Like
Calm.
brothers just, yeah, man, the kingdom. You hear that brother talking the kingdom, and like, bro, that's what the Lord up there listening. He like listening, like,
That's a sweet
Like
saying.
he hear that, yeah, sweet savor, like all this godly talk, man. That's what the conversation. This is the what you say, the altar.
The altar, yeah.
You know,
This is the altar, yeah.
man, the Lord just happy right now hearing all that godly talk, man.
Because what? This is showing the Lord faith. Because all we doing is reading words on the page.
Exactly.
People read words on pages every day. But we reading words on pages that is coming for us, and we believe it.
Shakespeare.
We know it's coming. We don't think, oh, I think the Lord's coming. No, we know the Lord's coming back. The Lord's gonna do this. What we reading right now, man.
It says to beautify the place of my sanctuary.
To beautify the place of the sanctuary. Who is the Lord's sanctuary, man? Israel. So guess what? Anywhere the Israelites are, it's gonna be beautified, man. It's gonna be beautified with the best of the best, man. Esau ain't gonna have no cedar from Lebanon and gold from Ophir in the kingdom of heaven. He ain't never gonna see it in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Hey, but that's like us right now, man. You know what I'm saying? The majority of our so-called jewelry and stuff like that's all fake and all whatever, whatnot. Like you go to like Dubai and shit, they go in these malls. This is nothing but gold, and that's like they low-end gold, which is our high-end gold, man.
18 carats.
And this dude, I don't know if it was, I think it was on YouTube, maybe it will start, but he would go around to like concerts and shit and roll up on niggas with chains and shit with a tester. And he can attest your chain. Yeah, embarrassed because like the brother said, most of this shit is fake, man. Yeah, low carat gold, you know. Yeah. We ain't seen no gold or ochre. Ain't nobody, none of us ain't seen no gold or ochre. Yeah,
they got that in their possession.
Yeah, they got that pure 99.9, you know, that 999 gold. You know,
The blocks, the bricks.
yeah, the bricks.
Silverware.
Yeah, the real silverware.
Fort Knox.
We got aluminum spoons and shit mixed with a little bit of nickel.
Gold plated. Gold plated.
Good.
Hey, you melt some of that gold down, you'll lose so many ounces because that shit is so fake.
You get like a little
You know what I mean? You have-
teardrop
you
of gold.
put a big ass necklace in that bitch, right? You melt it down,
Pure gold.
then all you got left is just a little bit because most of that shit was just like
And pure gold,
cheap.
like say you had 100% gold, that's very malleable.
It's soft.
It's very soft.
Yeah, it's soft gold.
Yeah,
Soft.
so hey, Jake ain't never seen no 100% gold, man. And the scripture talk about pure gold because the temple was full of it.
It's heavy
Vessels,
though. Yeah, it's very
the
dense.
altar, the ark
of the Covenant.
yeah,
Table
were
is set
plated.
on it.
They had plated. That's why a lot of things were plated with gold because you can't make the whole thing out of gold because it'll be very malleable. Yeah, soft.
and all that.
I'm
gold
not
is
talking.
pure.
I'm not talking about like you could and break it like a.
No, gold's
fucking-
heavy as hell, bro.
Yeah,
Dense.
Well, I'm saying it's
It's
malleable.
you could
like,
bite it and
if
leave an
you- if you-
indentation.
If you do it, if you can make some marks into it, but you ain't finna like break it in half.
Or like if you got like a gold ring, a real solid gold ring, man. Like literally,
The
you'll
bottom
probably bend
gets
it up,
flat, yeah.
and you'll probably bend it up by putting it in your pocket or something like that, just from getting it bent, or just
Yeah, you
know,
take it
on
to the
table
jeweler.
or some
Jeweler
shit.
fix it. You know.
Yeah, but it's real soft.
Yeah,
you know?
usually if you look at the like a gold ring, a high carat gold ring, the bottom and the top's gonna start getting flat after so much
You just,
time of
like,
wearing it.
Putting it on like you know,
Yeah.
you got your arm up here or something like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just
Years of doing that. Yeah, kind. That's real gold. Now, that's what we're gonna have access to all that.
And drinking out of the cups, you're gonna get that colloidal gold in your system.
benefits of it.
and
Benefits your whole body.
Silver,
Silver,
copper,
silver.
you know.
You're gonna have all that shit.
Copper
in
too,
your-
shit.
in-
Copper's
yeah.
good for you.
Absolutely.
Copper's
Yeah,
very
copper,
good for you.
platinum, all that shit, man. All
why
those minerals.
That's
you
why
know?
those elites actually use real silverware, man. They actually eat out of real silverware. Sometimes you see
Chalices.
these. Yeah, you'll see them. They'll take their little water or whatever, whatnot. And they'll stir, you know, with this little spoon or whatever, whatnot, for that colloidal silver out of there, man. They know what they're doing. They drinking that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You can heal the body with those properties, man.
Hey, Cut, if I may say real quick, that's why the scripture say the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, man. You know, our punishment is accomplished, man. So we getting ready to receive the benefits of what it is to be a Hebrew Israelite, man.
All right, we check this out, man. Deuteronomy 28, it names the blessings first and then the curses. We had to go through the cursings first, and now we about to get the blessings.
I'll do. Yeah.
What's that?
But the blessings are greater than the curses, even though it was told in less words. The blessings are greater than the curses. Right.
And that's crazy because the curses are something fucked up shit though. Slavery.
But it was only
Yeah.
for like the brother said.
Chastisement,
It was just for a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now,
But for a
the
moment.
blessings are gonna be forever.
Yeah, but for a moment.
I'm gonna get that word
Yeah, that's
Kinda,
the,
we got
that's,
some more.
that's the
Okay.
good. Hey, real quick, it says, reading it says to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. And the reason why,
No, go ahead.
the reason why I say the place of my feet, because what it say, heaven is my throne,
Yep.
and earth is my footstool. So that's why you're gonna make the place of his feet glorious, which ultimately is that land of Israel, the Lord's
Idan.
favorite. Yep, the Lord's favorite, part of the earth.
That's right. And what? Jerusalem is a people before it's a place.
Ultimately, the whole earth is going to be a paradise. Idan. That's why I said that the garden was eastward. You know, because that's the main place. Jerusalem. You know, Israel. You know, that they call it the Fertile Crescent. You know, because it's not just Israel as they see. You look at a map today. That's not our land. That whole region, the whole earth, really, but it's more than just what they show you today, man.
All of that
It goes
Saudi
from the
Arabia,
River Jordan, all the way to Egypt, man. You know, that's Israel, man. That's where the tribes are gonna have their
That little sliver of land.
The tribes are gonna have their portions in there, man, and it's gonna be great.
We call that like Levant.
Yeah, the Levant, the Fertile Crescent. There's another name for it. The Valley of Yahushua. Now,
Yeah, that's soon.
yeah, that's. All right, keep going.
Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Yeah, the sons of them that afflicted us. Who was that?
Esau.
Everybody. All the nations. Beginning with Esau, Edom.
Yeah, starting
all
with
the
them.
nations, though.
Yeah, everybody had a hand in it.
Everybody had it. Everybody put their hand in the cookie jar. And guess what? They all got caught.
Yeah,
But Esau, Edom's going to get it the worst. Because he furthered our affliction. Because at least the other nations, they let us be who we were.
kept our heritage.
This devil took our heritage from
Yeah,
us.
he
And he
fought.
put it on himself. So like that, when the day comes, he could say, oh, you're anti this, you're anti that.
And refuse
Wait a
to give
minute.
it back.
Yeah.
For the affliction.
Yeah, that's a nigga for you, man.
If I ever seen one.
Bitch nigga E, man.
Yeah.
That is yeah, go ahead though.
You know, old white
The
people.
sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
Yep, they're gonna come bending unto us, man. And what does that represent, man? They're gonna come worship at us. All right, they're gonna come worship at our feet, man. They're gonna be like you ever watch those older movies, like when they're like in the medieval times. So anybody that would always come up to a king, they would have to bend the knee.
Yeah,
You can't just walk up to the king. What's up, man? How you doing? Nah, man, you get your head cut off for that.
bow your head and bend your knee. Yeah,
yeah.
That's
you
proper
You gotta
order.
look down. You
Yeah.
gotta come bend. You know, show reverence.
Proper order.
Yep. So how much more Yahushua? He gonna be right here on this earth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, when we was in captivity, early off in captivity, we couldn't even look at these Edomites in the face, man. We had to bow our head and walk
Shit,
across the
60 years ago we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Then you gotta walk across the street if they coming towards you.
Otherwise, you get your ass beat.
Yeah. You'll be on the pole hanging if you look at him in the eye, man.
Couldn't drink water from the same water fountain.
Yeah, I had it like that. Back of the bus, front of the bus. Yeah. What kind of shit is this?
it says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And
They're gonna bow at the soles of our feet, man. I mean, they're gonna be what? In subjection unto us, man. All right, because somebody's at your feet, man. That means they're worshiping you, serving you. All right, and it's subjection unto you, man.
And that's what the elder always going to. That's what it means to truly be blessed.
Yeah,
To how people bow down to you. You know,
Worship.
Jake be like, oh, I'm blessed.
blessed with what? Blessed with
Nigga.
blessed with paper. Got green paper.
Yeah.
Shit, I can go to Walmart and buy the Monopoly board and get
Yeah.
blue, pink, white.
I got
green,
more colors
all
than you.
kind of paper and shit. Go ahead.
The ink on the paper
Costs
costs
more
more
than
than
the
actual-
papers.
yeah, actual money.
It costs more to make a $1 bill than it costs more to make a $1 bill than the damn dollar bill is even worth.
And I gotta show you that the system is
Bullshit.
it's through. It's through too.
Fiat currency,
Yeah,
man.
you
It's
make
the same paper, just a different image printed on top of the
Yeah,
paper.
exactly.
And this costs more than that. It's value more than that.
Wait, what?
A different picture printed on the front.
$100.
I see. Yeah, you keep going though. Yeah.
It says,
Hey, what's that? Read that again about the bending at the feet.
Yeah.
Oh, start again. Start at the top. Sorry.
it says, Isaiah 16:14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Hey, remember that. Those that despise us, not just the Edomites, not just the nations, the heathens, 2/3 of our own people. Man, a lot of our women. Grab that sign, huh? Let's see what they doing. Read that again. What they doing?
And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
There you go, man. That's another thing that we got coming, man. They gonna be
My enemies shall see
yeah,
them that
exactly. They gonna be bowing themselves to our feet too. They ain't gonna be looking at our eyes either, man. Unless you giving them the correction, you know. giving them that pleasure. Go ahead. No.
Because that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's the
really
one.
about,
Yeah.
It's really about the men.
Yeah. And the women
You
shall
know,
follow.
That's
yeah,
the one
you
right
know,
there.
it's really uplifting the men, man. That's really what it's about, man. Because you women are enjoying.
even the so-called
They in heaven right now too.
They love this.
Yeah, exactly. Because they got liberty.
Yeah, they kneeling and defeated Esau right now. But they gonna do it until the Israelites.
Hey, start on this side, it's for one.
They over us on this side. The women over us.
The women shall rule over
We
these.
so-called under subjection to them, man. Just the way Esau got it, you know. So that's gonna be for us, primarily for the men, man. You know, our women they gonna enjoy. They gonna have slaves and be a kingdom, but it's really the uplifting of the men. That's really what the kingdom of heaven is about.
Because the men rule. The men rule.
Exactly.
All right?
That's the nation.
It's called a kingdom, not a queendom. Yeah.
Ham used to be on that woman worship shit. And Esau take all that shit from him.
Yeah. That's where Esau gets it from. Ham's a damn bug out though.
But
So
you know, the women, they soak in a lot of demons and spirits. You know, the women soak in a lot of demons and spirits. So, you know, like in the movie 300,
Yep.
they had them as the oracles and
But shit, remember
demons all on them and shit.
Remember
you know?
Leonidas' wife? You saw what she did.
Yeah.
You know, cause what? She was influenced by the demon.
Yeah,
The dude,
exactly.
and you know what he said? You will not enjoy this.
Yep.
It will not be short.
So them demons will hop on women, and they'll look at the women as they some divine creatures, and they'll take knowledge and listen to them, and that's why they will always fuck up. You know, because them demons the women are easily infiltrated by demons. So the Hamites, like you said, they will hold these women with high regards because they listening to them spirits, some demons is on the women. They so knowledgeable and they so this is crazy.
That's
But
why
they
they had
listen to demons,
that's
man.
why they had that queen. What was her name? The one that came to Solomon.
Oh, Sheba.
Oh, I know.
No, I don't know Sheba. Nah, the queen that came, Queen of Ethiopia.
Yeah,
Sheba. Okay,
Sheba,
Sheba.
Yeah.
And there was another one, but nonetheless, that goes back to Ham, the queens, man. The only queen, the one queen that actually ruled Israel, she was a demon. Then Israel and the nation ended up killing her, man, because she killed her own kids. I think her name was
Deborah.
it starts with an A.
On Kings.
Yeah,
Kings. Oh, I
But
remember.
nonetheless, you know,
Yeah.
brothers can look it up, you know, do some due diligence. There was a queen that killed her own kids, and then they, I think it was the aunt of the son, the youngest, took him and hit him.
Yeah,
You know,
And
but
one didn't be
yeah,
king.
but that goes to show you what happens when you let a woman rule, man. They're demons.
Hey, I got a precept about something you brothers mentioned earlier. This is Revelation chapter 21. I'm gonna start at verse 2. Point is in verse 3. Revelation 21, verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Here's the point, verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. So the tabernacle, like the brother said, the kingdom of the Most High is going to be ruled by men, because that's who the Lord is dealing with. You know, his prophets. Those are his servants, going back to what you brothers were talking about earlier.
And Ezekiel tell you the flock of the Most High is with men. The Lord ain't dealing. I mean, the Lord will give women
Make sure you're
visions,
not blocking
yeah.
the time too much.
The
In case
Lord will,
passing buyers.
the Lord will deal with certain women to a certain level, but they ain't gonna be out here prophesying like men do. Mary Magdalene wasn't out there telling, you know, repent for the kingdom of heaven. No, she was ministering unto the prophets, man. Just like Ananias and Sapphira, it was a man, it was a husband and wife. She wasn't out there, you know, cussing Jake out. Nah, man, women have their roles, and they're gonna learn that again, the hard way.
Say real quick, you know, that just shows a woman is a possession. You know, a woman belongs to whoever's in power. That's why a woman's considered a spoil. You know, whoever's in power, the woman's gonna enjoy whoever's in rulership regardless, because men want women. So Esau is in the power right now, so he has the best of what? The best choice of our women. You know, so women, they have it easy. You know, women, they have their roles and things of that nature, but whatever it is, they're always enjoying their kingdom because they're joined onto the man.
They join on to the power, whoever's in power.
The scriptures say
I got you right here.
He that get it for
he that gets the white. Okay, kind.
This is Sirach chapter
Sirach.
36. Book of Sirach chapter 36, verse 24. Sirach 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife
beginneth a possession.
That's right,
A
man.
help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
That's right. So he that gets the wife gets the possession, man. Just that's why the scriptures say
make this up.
that the woman shall lead the father and cleave unto the husband, man. Or that's what a woman does. She leaves the possession of the father, and it goes into the possession of the husband. That's why the fathers were so wanting to get rid of their daughters. They wanted to get married to a man. Yeah, because you had to give them the dowry.
The shekels you had.
Yeah, the dowry. That's even if they got raped. Because
you're taking-
where the money at.
You're taking the help out the house.
You gotta
Yeah.
take it.
You fired her, so hey, you got to hang me up, and now she's your
It sounds harsh, but that's reality. That's what the scriptures say. You took her. Now where the money at?
Yeah, you the
Take
father.
her.
What am I gonna do?
It's
with
your
it?
possession now because you got a wife. You just made her your wife. You humbled her, and now she's yours.
But you gotta pay me because you're taking help out of my house.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
who's gonna do all this shit now?
And the scriptures say that a father stay up at night, or he stays up worrying about his daughter. That's why the father don't want to worry about that shit, man. That's why what's his name? Laban. Laban, he said, "Fuck it, I'm getting rid of both of them." He bamboozled Jacob to get rid of both of them, man. He said, "All right, you gonna work for 7 years? I'll give you my daughter Rachel." 7 years came around. He said, "You know what, Leah, she the older one. I can't really give you Rachel without." So he trying to get rid of them. Women are burdens, man. As far as a father, because you don't know, you got to keep an eye on her because if she get molested, not molested, but she get raped.
You gotta give it to
You
that
gotta
dude.
give it, you want to give it to a man that's gonna give you some.
You
good
choose.
money,
You choose. First of all, the father chooses.
for trading
Yeah.
purposes, and
You know,
you want your name to
You have a good
you know.
name. A man with a good name behind him. You know.
But we're not gonna have to worry about that in the kingdom. You
Yeah.
know. But let's get back to this. That was just a sidebar.
Yeah.
It says, back in Isaiah 16:14, it says, and they shall call thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord.
Ooh, the city of the Lord, man. Zion, all right? A monument. It's a Zion one, all right? Go ahead.
The Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
What's it say?
The Zion.
The monument. Yeah.
Monument of the Most High,
Yeah.
man. Because what? We are physical resident. We're supposed to be physical representation of the Most High. All right? Just like Yahushua was. Yahushua was a physical representation of the Most High because how? He kept the laws perfectly. And when we're in the kingdom, we're going to keep the laws perfectly. So that's why we're going to be Zion. We're going to be a monument of the Most High.
Remember,
Zion of the Holy One. Yep. Go ahead.
it's verse 15.
You got that as the answer to the phone?
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee. I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
That's right. In eternal excellency, man. We're going to eternally be excellent. And then what did it say about the generations?
A joy of many generations.
Joy of many generations, man. Because what? We're going to have so many kids, and our kids are going to have kids, so on and so on. Because what? We have the sand of the sea. We're the greatest nation on the planet Earth. We make up the majority of the population of the Earth. So we got to bring back a lot of Israelites. Because the majority of them going to die. The majority, the great majority of them is going to die. All right? They outweigh us by a big number, you know?
And so in one way, really, the curse is just going to be taken off.
Yeah.
And we going to be changed. You really want to make it simple.
Yeah.
The curse is going to be taken off us, and we're going to get new bodies.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why, because it begins with, obviously it began with Yahushua, but what? It's right now it's with us, because what? We're obeying the Lord. What did the Lord say? If we obey Him and keep His laws, statutes, and commandments, He gonna give us the blessings. What are we doing? We're trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability and obeying Him, doing what He told us to do. So therefore, we're gonna get the blessings. He knows we ain't gonna keep them perfectly right now. But what? He gonna give us the blessings anyway, because He
The
promised
grace.
them to
Yeah.
us.
That's the grace, you know.
That's the grace. That's His mercy. That's His promise. He knew we were going to go off. He made us to go off. He made Israel a stiff-necked people,
Subject to vanity.
subject to vanity, in the chains of darkness. What's saying Hebrews 8, finding fault with them. The laws, ain't nothing wrong with the law of Yahweh Shem Shai. The law of the Heavenly Father is perfect. Yeah, almost kind of.
Let me say real quick in the spirit of Apostle Paul. right, he said, when I do good, evil is presented. All right, so that was another man that was a man that Yahweh ultimately taught. All right, that evil was presented. All right, so that goes to ultimately show, all right, that we need Yahweh, man, where no iniquity can abound in, man.
Get that Isaiah 25 and 8.
Yep. Isaiah 25 verse 8, and it reads, "He will swallow up death."
That's right. He's gonna swallow up death, man. So, cause what the Lord, He already conquered death. All right. The Lord already overcame death. Quote it again, read it.
Kind. This is Isaiah chapter 25 verse 8, and it reads, "He will swallow up death in victory."
And victory. What was that victory? Yahushua. Yahushua already got the victory. Therefore, we already got the victory. We just need to endure so we can see it be manifested.
Yeah, show ourselves proved.
Prove yourself worthy.
Yeah.
Make your call and election sure. Go ahead.
And the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will wipe away all tears.
Didn't we read in Revelation 21? First verse we brought out, the first chapter we brought out was how the Lord was going to get rid of the tears for His people, the pain, the sorrows. Go ahead, read that again.
God. And He will swallow up death in victory, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will wipe away all tears from all faces.
From all faces. Of the Israelites, yeah. All the Israelite faces, man. Ain't none of our people gonna suffer.
No more.
Go ahead.
And the rebuke of His people shall He take away from off the face of the earth. For Yahweh shall have spoken it.
That's right. The Lord spoke it, and it shall be done. All right. And how's He gonna do this? But He's already done it. But let's find out. Go ahead and get that, and then another brother can come up, speak.
It's Revelation. The book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 17. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne.
Yeah, what's that lamb? Yahushua. All right, go ahead.
For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters.
Yeah, so Lord, He's leading us right now. And then ultimately in the kingdom, we're going to have the what is it? About the fountains of water?
And shall lead them into living fountains of water.
The living fountains of water, man. Non-stop fountains of water, man. Living waters. Not stagnant waters. Not dirty doo-doo water. Reclaimed water. Nah, this is the living waters, man. The Lamb's going to lead us to that. That's how the death was overcome. That victory was given. Go ahead.
Real quick, that's going into the laws and commandments being written inside of us, man.
Exactly.
Ultimately, we're not going to go off no more.
Because that's the word, which is the waters.
Yep.
Go ahead.
A quickening spirit, like Yahushua was, first Adam
made a
with the flesh, and the last quickening spirit. So we're gonna be a quickening, we're gonna be quickened,
When we get changed.
Yeah.
In the twinkling of an eye.
It says, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
There you go. So how does that wiping away of all tears come? Through Yahushua, man. And He's already overcome death. He's already got the victory, man. He was the, like the scripture says, He's the author and finisher of the faith, man. The Lord already did what He had to do, and He left us an example of how to walk in this truth, so that we can obtain that victory, so we can overcome death, so we can receive the kingdom of heaven as the first fruits, man. Because personally, I don't want to come back born in the kingdom of heaven. I want to see it be built.
Exactly.
I want to see this kingdom be destroyed.
You want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I want to be part of putting this world in subjection, man. So, hey, that's what we looking for, man, and hastening for. That's what we striving for, man. First and foremost, to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, and to fulfill the scriptures. And because we know that our Lord and Savior, He's our Lord and Savior, man. Not everybody's Lord and Savior. Ultimately, He's the Lord and Savior of Israel, but what? He's the Lord and Savior of the elect, man. So we want to be able to stand next to Him in that day. We read all these scriptures about how He overcame death, how He did this and how He did that, and what He's coming back to do. Hey, let's do what we got to do to be standing next to Him. What greater reward is that? What greater reward is there than to stand next to the King of Kings when He comes to claim his throne, take the crowns off of these kingdoms, man.
That's right!
That's the greatest reward there is, man.
That's right!
Yahushua died for us so we can be worthy. He said, so we can be worthy to stand before him in that day. You
Try
know?
this gold and silver. A lot of people ain't gonna pass that test. Most people aren't gonna pass that test, but there's a few on this earth that are allotted to pass that test. Who they are, we don't know who they are, but we're to make our call and let you show it.
Able to stand before the Lamb
Yeah, come on.
in his power. Yahushua gonna present you to his Father.
He's
man.
gonna crown us. Lord's
Yeah.
will be those men.
It's gonna be a big day.
He's gonna physically crown us, man.
bad, bro.
That's not symbolic. That when it's talking about in Second Ezra that the Lord gonna crown the elect, that's literal, man.
Very literal.
The Lord's literally gonna put a crown on our heads, man. The Lord's already received his crown. When he comes back, he's gonna have a crown on his head, no doubt about it, because he's already overcome.
Very glorious
Now
crown.
he's coming to claim his kingdom. You got something?
Yeah, Con, this is a quick precept. Hebrews 4:16, it says, "Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy."
That we may obtain mercy, man. So come boldly to the throne of grace, so that we may obtain mercy, man. You can't come in this thing, you can't come to this truth and fight for this truth all wishy-washy or half-ass. You gotta come boldly, man. You gotta know you're gonna lose things in this truth. You're gonna have to sacrifice things in this truth. You're gonna be humiliated, hated. So, but what? You gotta stand boldly. Come boldly to the Lord, man. Come courageous, so you can obtain His mercy. Go ahead.
Con, as I'm gonna start 15 through the Spirit. Hebrews 4:15, it says, "For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are."
Yeah, we're talking about Yahushua, man. He was just like the brother said about the furnace. All right, we're gonna be tried like gold. The scriptures say acceptable men tried in the furnace of adversity. Yahushua was the prime example. Is he not an acceptable man? And he what? He came out of that furnace pure gold. He was found worthy. You know? And that's why what it say, just like us, right?
Yeah, because
He
in this
suffered. He went through pain, just like we go through pain. He went through temptations. All right, more than us. We ain't gonna go through what the Lord had to go through, because we couldn't endure it. You'd be out here bugged the hell out if you had to go through a glimpse of what the Lord had to go through.
and it's I just want to say through the Spirit, the same book, Hebrews, it says he was a forerunner of our faith, man. All right, Yahushua was a forerunner of our faith. All right, so what he did, he suffered. All right, and led the way so that what we can know how to suffer, man.
Yeah, pretty much a forerunner is somebody that starts the race. Like a forefather was somebody before you. Yahushua being the forerunner, he ran his race, he finishes it, he finished his course and passed the baton. Now it's time for us to finish the race, our race, you know?
From the elders, apostle, great most on down there. Verse 16 is the point. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
Yeah, find mercy and help in the time of need. That's what we're looking for, because you're going to need help in this time of need coming up, the time of Jacob's trouble. If you don't have the Lord in the time of Jacob's trouble, what you going to do? Who you going to call? You going to call Ghostbusters? You going to call Esau?
Sure.
You can't do nothing without the Lord in these times, man. And even right now, if you don't have the Lord now, man, you finished. Because we catch hell, but what? We call upon the Lord and He delivers us, man.
They
We
jump
might
off
be
the
down-
they
we
jump
might
off
be
the
down-
building. If they do.
Yeah. We might be down or in a situation where like, damn, man. The first thing in your mind be like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna get out, how I'm gonna pay this or get out of this situation. Always. But if you had the faith, you're gonna call upon Yahweh outside, and then boom, there it is.
Yep.
The Lord always sets a way out for you, man.
Yep.
Whatever the Lord puts you in, He always gonna set a way out for it. All right. And if He don't, guess what? Take it manfully, just like Yahushua did.
Hey, I pray.
Yeah. Yahushua prayed. The Lord passed His cup for me. Guess what? He's
Denied.
the king, the man directly under Yahweh. He still had to go through it. So just don't get discouraged if you pray for something, you find yourself in a situation, you call on the Lord. That's for you to go through it and grow.
Yeah. Sometimes the Lord delivers you right out of it. Sometimes the Lord makes you go through it to build your character. You know. It's all about experience. See, out here you're getting experiences, but how you reacting to it? You reacting to it by emotions or through the law, statutes, commandments?
It's not about what happens, it's about what you do.
Yeah, reaction.
You can't control what happens, but you can control your reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I lost. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 33. Chapter 33, verse 1. All right, and it reads, "There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord."
Yeah, so ultimately, no evil is going to happen, mainly going into bad times. Evil means bad times, ill times. All right, so ultimately, you're going to be delivered out of those times if you fear the Lord. All right? If you sincerely fear the Lord, you're going to be delivered out of it. And guess what? Being a martyr is technically getting delivered out of it. Because now you're with the Lord.
That's right.
But ultimately, the Lord ain't going to put us in those situations out here that these niggas and spicks go through, man. The Lord ain't going to have you in the alley getting beat up by some cholos, man, some MS-13 gangbangers, man. But you got to fear the Lord. Don't put yourself in a situation you don't need to be into. That's being wise. Fearing the Lord don't mean that you just go out and do whatever the hell you want. Go ahead.
There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation even again he will deliver him.
Yeah. In temptation even he will deliver them, man. So even when you get tempted with something, you might see a bad bitch, you know she got a man, and she throwing the box at you. Guess what? The Lord gonna get you out of there somehow. Now you just gotta take the way. The Lord gonna show you the way. He gonna present it to you. Now it's up to you to follow it, man.
As a matter of fact, get Matthew chapter 6.
That's Lord, one of the Lord's prayers. Something in the Lord's prayers, man. All right? Because the Lord's always gonna set a way out from that temptation.
Can I bring some after you? Like,
Get Revelation, read the hour of temptation. Because that's the ultimate temptation that's coming, man. The hour of temptation is going to be that ultimate temptation. You got that? Matthew 6.
Matthew 6.
Go straight to the point. The Lord's Prayer.
Okay, all right. Matthew's chapter 6, verse 9, and it reads, "After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven." A little bit more? Go ahead. All right,
Yeah, to the point. Yeah.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
So that was the point. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. When you're in temptation, that's evil. All right? Because that's the Lord allowing Satan to tempt you. What you gonna do? You gonna go into you gonna fall into the hands of Satan, or you gonna trust in me and see that way out? That's what
You read that one? Yeah.
But are you going? Because remember, the brother just read about the way out. The Lord's always going to give you a way out of it, that temptation. So are you going to fall into it? Like the prayer said, deliver us from temptation. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And guess what? We're about to enter into the greatest temptation ever. The greatest evil ever. All right? And then just read that, and then now I'll remember what you got. You got it? Kind of. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10.
Who's coming in?
I got a quick call to make with it.
Revelation 3 and 10.
Okay.
Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
There you go, the hour of temptation, man. The hour of temptation is what? Mainly the mark of the beast, but what? The time of Jacob's trouble. Yeah. All right? But really, the hour of temptation is going to be the chip when you're presented with a chip. Yep. That's why the Lord's Prayer is lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The Lord's going to, if you sincerely believe in Yahweh Shem Messiah and you know that He's there for you, He's going to deliver you from that. Because this is the hour of temptation that finish it off.
Going back to Revelation 3 and 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, so it's gonna try the whole world, man. That's why the apostles always say, man, that this chip's gonna come out on a global scale. It's gonna be mandatory, man.
In a big way.
In a big way.
That's how I say it. In a big way.
It ain't gonna be like, all right, well, you can get a new credit card with an RFID tech. No, it's gonna be get it or get put to death, get tossed into a concentration camp, or just be an outcast out of society, man. That's what the hour of temptation is coming down to. All right.
I got a quick precept to go with both those precepts.
All right, with Shalom Akim.
This is a precept that this is a prayer that Yahweh Shai had that he did before he went up on the cross. That when he was praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. This is John chapter 17, verse 15. Just to go with those two precepts. John chapter 17, verse 15. It says, "I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil." All right, so the Lord, he asked the Lord to not take us out of here. The Lord could have easily just said, all right, you know what, I'm taking my son and his men. They're all coming out at the same time. Yahweh Shai prayed not to take us out of here, but to keep us from the evil, man. So the Lord is going to keep those from the hour of temptation, those days of evil, you know, from all the things that we go through in life. That's why when you look back in your life, you see all these things that you went through. You know, you might have been this close to death. You know, there was a time in your life when there was a crossroad where you went that way, your life you would have been a complete bug out, or, you know, selling drugs or doing whatever. But the Lord made you make that split decision at that time to get you out of that, man, because it goes back to what Yahweh Shai prayed for. It goes back to the scripture, you know, keeping us from those temptations.
Real quick, because the brothers going with what all these brothers are saying about being tempted. All right, James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endures. James 1 and 12. James chapter 1 verse 12. James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So the point is, the Lord gonna give you over to that lust. Going back to Romans, the Lord gave them over to that vile affection. The Lord's gonna give you over to where your mind's set at. So you can be like a woman, she got a man or whatever, you know, prime example, she got a man. But in reality, you know that, but you still, in your heart, you still want to lay down with her. Oh, the Lord gonna let you do that. But mentally, you know damn well you don't want to lay with her. In your mind, you're already convinced, like, no, that's wicked. But you in the flesh. No, the Lord's going to help you get out of that. Because it's where your heart is at. All right? So mentally, it's where your mind at. Because the Lord's going to give you over to what your mind is set on. So in the day when the chip comes, you stand for this truth. You believe in the Lord. But it's a big-ass barrel of a gun staring at your forehead, right?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish the thought.
The Lord is going to give you that spirit to not accept that chip. He's going to put a hard spirit on you. But if your mind is weak and you didn't really believe the truth, you really want to be a part of this world, and you wavering and don't believe, no, you're going to be tempted and you're going to take that chip. So it's really, the Lord's going to give you, that's why he wants a pure heart. The Lord's going to give you what your heart is.
Right.
If you really want to fuck that girl's woman, he gonna let you do that. And he gonna tear your ass up. He gonna kill you for it. But if you don't want to do it, but you in the flesh and you just like, oh man, like, I don't want to do this, he gonna deliver you, man. It's where, where that, your lust, where your mind is at.
Just to add on to what the brother was saying,
that's all I want to say.
you know, because you gotta put the Lord, first. You gotta follow the Lord, and then the scripture said that he shall give thee what you desire.
Exactly.
So you gotta put it ahead. You gotta do that first. You gotta serve the Lord first. And this is the precept here. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 4. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. So you gotta serve the Heavenly Father first. You know? Seek him, and then it shall be given unto thee. You know? Because what if you're seeking the Heavenly Father, what are going to be the first things that you're seeking after? To please him. And then if you please him, just like King Solomon, what did King Solomon ask for? He didn't ask for the riches. He didn't ask for women. He didn't ask for wisdom of everything. He asked for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to judge Israel.
That's right.
To rule Israel in righteousness. And then everything else was given unto him. He got the riches. He got the women. He had 1,000 women, for Christ's sake. You know, Jake got everything else after that. But that's what comes first, man. You got to serve the Heavenly Father first. Look up, not expecting to receive. Like the brother was just saying, you know, you come up and you're like, man, I really want that woman, but she got a man, and then you just gonna take it upon yourself. Oh, the Most High know my heart. He gonna give it to me.
But they say the heart is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? It's desperately wicked. So you're just it's not but demons up there. You know. So you gotta understand when you just going with your heart or what feels good, you're really doing some evil shit. It's deceitful. You're being deceived.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Hey, first and foremost, you know, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. All right, you know, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. All right, who taught us the truth through the Spirit, brought the thumb. And there's always salutations to the Sapani wa Achim. All right, and pretty much as we're going into, man. All right, piggybacking off of what the brothers going into. All right, the destruction, all right, the Babylon the Great. Okay. And the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? And that's going to come by the way of the nation of Israel, the elect of Israel. All right? Okay, coming back into that stead. Okay, and that's by the Most High judging the inner man. All right? And that's what we're going into, man. Because like the brothers was going into, man, the chip. Ultimately, the chip is going to test your integrity, man. And the RFID chip is made mandatory. It's going to test your integrity. All right? But that's who the Most High is judging. He's judging the inner man. So get that quick real quick.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 16.
I think verse 7. 16 verse 7. I believe. Okay. Yeah.
This is 1 Samuel 16 and verse 7.
Yeah, let everybody get it real quick. No, because like I said, man, the Lord is judging the inner man. And that's what you have out here, man. The inner continence of a man is being judged out here, man. All right? Their integrity, man. And that's what's going to be judged in that day when this chip is made mandatory, man. Did you believe or did you not believe, man? All right? Because we're coming down to the wire, man, and everything is being made clear. All right? Who the Hebrew Israelites are. They are false, who the false, you know, here it is. Yeah, the false teachers. Here it is. You got Esau, Edom out here in our land, claiming to be us, but you can't tell us what the rest of the 11 tribes at. Right. No? Okay. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him.
Right. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not dealing with the outer man. He's dealing with the inner man. He's dealing with the spirit. Okay? He's dealing with the integrity, the heart. Going back to what the brother Chanakala was speaking on, man. The heart. The Lord is dealing with the heart of men. Where your mind at? Is your mind occupied in prophecy, or is your mind given over to your chick, man?
Hey,
all
real quick is an example. Most High told Abraham, take thy son, thy only son, basically, and go sacrifice him. Now, Abraham was counted for faith, but did Abraham actually sacrifice Isaac? No, he didn't actually sacrifice Isaac, but he was about that life.
Right.
He was willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was going up to go ahead and go sacrifice him. He had to put a stop to it.
Right, because what? His heart was on the Most High. And that shows you the Most High is dealing with a sacrifice, man. Okay? That's why King David was a man after the Most High's heart. Okay? Because King David, all right, he was a king, man. He was after the Most High's heart, man. All right, and he was a prophet. You got something, William? Yeah. All right, go ahead, yeah. Finish that off.
Going back to 1 Samuel 16 and verse 7.
Because pretty much while I'm bringing this precept out is why the brothers out here is teaching, man, across the four corners of the earth. Because the Lord got brothers, all right, out here, off integrity, man. Go ahead.
1 Samuel 16 and 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I refused him.
Right, so the Lord is not dealing with how tall you is, man. how big you is.
How well you can speak.
All right, how well you can speak, how eloquent. 'Cause the Lord chose Moses, man. You know, and he went to the Most High. Did not the Most High say, "Do not make the mouth"? You know, go ahead.
It says, for the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
Right. So the Most High is not looking on the outward man. And that's one thing about this truth. You got to get out of your mind is looking on the outward man, man. You got to be spiritual in this thing, man. That's why you have the Israelite foreigners, man. Men that's going to come in this truth that's looking like the other nations, man. All right? But guess what? According to the election, they're not going to bow a knee to the image of Baal. You got something? Yeah.
It says, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
Right. So the Lord is judging the heart of men, the integrity. All right? Spirit.
Right. Where your mind is at.
Right.
And to go with that, this is Jeremiah 17. I'm going to read 9 through 10.
You got it.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right, going into that mind, going into what we were talking about. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing. So if your mind is set on wickedness, if your mind is set, all right, man, I'm gonna go to this bar today, and I'm just gonna look for anything and everything that moves. I'm just out here proud. I don't care if damn if she has a man or not. I'm gonna go get her. If that's what your mind is set on, man. If your mind is set on getting these riches, guess what? The Most High is gonna give you over to that. Just like the brother just said. Let me read it again. Jeremiah 17 and 10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
And that's why the tip is very important, man, in prophecy, man. You're going to actually have guys out here that's going to actually take the tip because they're women. The Lord said, I try the heart and I search the reins, man. Matter of fact, somebody get that blew that word reins, Baba Krishan, real quick, in Jeremiah 17. All right? Okay, that's heavy, man. Y'all busting me outside searching the inner man. He's dealing with the inner man. That's why the Lord refuses your outward appearance. He's not looking at how big you is, how tall you is. Hey, King David is the prime example, man. King David was the youngest brother of all 8 brothers, man. For what? He's the king. Hey, not only him, but Joseph, man. All right? Joseph was rejected, man, of his brothers, man. But guess what? He was over the whole, he was over Egypt, man. All right? Yeah, get that real quick. If you want to read it again, that word raised in Jeremiah 17. We're going to show you how the Most High Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is choosing men of integrity. All right? Integrity, man. Wholeness.
He did it humbly, though. He didn't say
Sticking to the doctrine. That's faith, man. Actually believing in this thing, man.
Peace, y'all brothers.
Is not that the whole duty of man? Ecclesiastes chapter 12.
That's right.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Right. And that's why you have examples in the scriptures, man, that did things off of faith, man.
The scriptures didn't say the whole duty of man is to go live rich and die trying. Right. That ain't what the scripture said. Right. It says serve the Most High, man. That's right. Fear Him and keep His commandments.
Right. That's right, man. And Yahweh Shai is the progenitor of our faith, man.
Put that in your pipe and smoke.
That's right, man. Yeah, hey, that's right, bro. Look how Yahweh Shai lived. Okay? His men is living that way, man. All right? He was called a wine bibber, man. He did miracles, man. All right? He was rejected of his people. You looking at those same men, man. Come on, there's no difference. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 17 and 10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
That's right. So the Most High is getting ready to give every man according to their ways with this chip. All right? If you with Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai or you not. Go on that word reins, Baba Kashaw.
On the word, there's kaliyah. Well, I'm just get the definition where it's going into. It says the seat of emotion or affection.
Seat of emotion or an affection, man. So the Most High is your judge, man, of your own thoughts, man. Whether you gonna go off or not. That's why the scriptures tell you in the book of Limitations, man. Say neither I would do this or I would do that, but the Lord's will. That's why in everything we say Adawan Watizah.
And that word reins also, goes like that. When you have a horse, and that you got the piece that's in the mouth, that's the bit, and then the whole apparatus that's around the head where you control the horse, that's called the reins.
Hey, one of the other words here is the mind.
It
Negatively the mind, which is what controls it. That's what leads us.
Controls the horses where you turn left, turn to stop, turn right. Keep going, go faster. That's how you control it. That's how the Lord controls it.
Right. That's why you hear people say, "Oh, I'm gonna follow my heart." Really, going back to the scriptures, that word "heart," la'av in the Hebrew means mind.
And the Lord, matter of fact, get it again. Baba Kushan, Jeremiah 17.
This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 10. Well, 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? The Lord, the Lord, searches the heart.
Right, hey, and that's heavy too, because this is the house of David out here somewhere, man. You know, Lord's will be a part of those men, but guess what? King David went off. You see? King David was a man after the Most High's heart, but he went off, man. No, right? He repented, but he went off. So you gotta understand, man. Yahweh Shemiel Shai is dealing with the heart, man. Cause what? He did repent. So the Lord is dealing with integrity. Is you gonna stand? Is you gonna? Hey, cause Scripture say a just man falls 7 times, man. Right? So is you gonna stand up? Hey, cause King David fell, but what? He repented. No. All right. He cried unto the Lord. He fasted. Okay, and they thought something was wrong with King David, but he didn't get up into the baby. Went back to the church.
King David was a man after the heart of the Most High.
That's right. That's what we're talking. That's right. See, he came out again, man. And that's
why the Lord forgave him.
Right.
So man, you see,
that's right.
he's just in the flesh.
That's right.
But he also had a broken and contrite heart. Like the brother was going into the whole time that the baby was sick and about to die off. He was mourning and grieving. He didn't even want to eat.
Right.
But as soon as the baby died, it was just like ain't nothing happened. Like, all right, back to normal business because judgment had already taken place.
Right. And what is that showing? That's showing the house of David. That's showing those same men coming in that same stead, man, of repentance. All right, go ahead.
Jeremiah 17 and 10. The Lord searcheth the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
Right. So this chip is gonna try everybody, man. Because Yahweh Shemiel Shai is going to be on the dome of everybody, man. Whether you're a part of the elect or whether you just some nigga out there going to be destroyed, man. The Lord is going to try all men, man. That's Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Go ahead. Finish that off.
This is according to the fruit of his doing.
That's it?
That was it right
Yeah, according to the fruit of his doings. And Yahweh Shai say you shall know him by their fruits. You got that Proverbs? Real quick.
Go ahead, get that. I got
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, because here it is. You got these certain guys out here that's they know they're Hebrew Israelites, but they're not giving their mind over to Yahweh Shemiel Shai. But they got riches gotten by the seats. All right, they got 501c3 charters, they got certain things going on, but the Lord is getting, that's why we're reading Jeremiah 17. The Lord is getting ready to try those same men that's leading these flocks with that hour of temptation. And actually, if you actually put an acronym of hour of temptation, it's hot. An acronym, right? Yeah. Hour of temptation, that would be hot, man.
Oh, I haven't thought of that.
You see? Right. So what? The Lord is gonna try you through that furnace. See, Jake gonna go through the furnace. That's why the scripture say the judgment shall begin at the house of
That's right. That's what I got here.
Hey, that's the spirit. Hey, hold that real quick. Get that real quick.
Let him finish that.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, you got a lot of meat on it? No, it's just...
Just a quick.
Yeah.
All right, finish that up.
This is Proverbs chapter 3,
Hebrew hopscotch.
verse 5. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
In all that ways, that's what's going there.
Yep. Verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him,
Right.
and he shall direct thy path.
Right, and that's what you have, man.
That's a simple scripture, but
Yep.
it's so heavy.
And that's the point.
In every fucking thing, like everything you do, always acknowledge the Lord. You know, it's simple, but it's so heavy. Go ahead. I was gonna say that.
Nah, that's beautiful though, because that's what you have to practice and put into. That's why you have men that's over you, man. From the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because they actually put those scriptures into play. They actually are forerunners of your faith, of your belief, of how to be a man of the Lord, man, in the truth, man. And what? You follow that same step, man. You know, this is a thing of rehearsing. Do not the scripture say to rehearse the righteous acts? So you have men that's been rehearsing the righteous acts for 30, 40 years. All right? Come on, go ahead.
Proverbs 3 and 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Right, so don't give your mind over to these deceitful, deceitful traits, man. These philosophies. philosophies, man. Right, the lust of the world. 1 John 2:17. Okay? Keep your mind on the doctrine, the sound doctrine, man. And that's why Great Millstone is flourishing across the four corners of the earth. All right, go ahead.
Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
Yeah, fear the Lord and depart from evil, man. Go ahead, you got it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, that's where that word temptation again. And not the brother end off the hour of temptation coming. All right? Then now we give out the acronym HOT, man. Because it's some hot times coming, man. Fiery times, man. Trying of your faith. The scriptures tell you the trying of your faith being more precious than fine gold. How is gold fine, man? Through a furnace of adversity. Go ahead.
This is verse 2. Set thy heart aright. Remember, the heart lie of the mind. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Now the scripture tell you, make not haste in time of trouble, because what? The precept the brother just read, in all thy ways acknowledge the Most High. When you're acknowledging the Most High in all your ways, you're thinking about things. You're looking at something, you might be going in a situation and you're not going to freak the hell out because you know the Most High got control of me. The Most High ain't going to put me through something that I can't go through. So you're going to take your time and you're going to think about what the Most High, what the scriptures say. You might seek counsel and you're going to get through it. You know? It says verse 3. Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
And that's heavy. It's saying in the last end. What's the last end? Are we not living in the last days?
The hour of temptation.
Hour of temptation, man. And prepare thy soul. Hey, the first precept said prepare thy soul to be tempted, man. All right, hey, matter of fact, go to Revelation 3:10 and get that word there on temptation. Is that word heavy as hell, man? Go ahead, bring that back one more time.
Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Right, and the scriptures tell you in the Apocrypha,
Ultimately the chariots,
Yep.
you know, being increased when,
That's right.
when the Lord returns.
Hey, that's right, man. Wisdom of Solomon, going back to Wisdom of Solomon 5th chapter. Cause that's beautiful. Because what? The scriptures tell you, they shall shine and be perfect until that day. How are we shining and being perfect? Through this knowledge, man. The knowledge of what? That Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on our side. You understand? That the angels is actually encamping around about them that fear him. The brother just ended off, Proverbs 3:7, saying, fear the Lord and depart from evil. So once you come into this knowledge, then you acknowledging that the angels are amongst you, man. Then you acknowledging the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And then what? He's going to humble you and put you on that trial and put you on that way to being perfected, man. All right? Okay? And you're going to be tempted in this thing, man. That's why the brother brought that out in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the 1st verse. Go ahead and get that word there.
This
It's a lot.
lesson right
Yeah,
here.
it's a whole, it's a lot.
Lesson right here. It says, here's the word.
Hey, because real quick, Sirach 2:1 said, my son. All right, the sons of who? The sons of Israel. If thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul to be tempted, man. All right? Go ahead.
The word here is parasma. It says, it's a lot here. It says, and it's all meat too. It says an experiment, attempt, a trial proven, a trial made of you. It says an experiment.
Yeah, an experiment, man. So Esau is getting ready to experiment with this chip. That's going to be a temptation, man. Prepare your soul to be tempted of the chip. That's an experiment, man. Go ahead.
Real quick, before you continue, in science, when you do an experiment, what you do is you're doing different steps. So you're gonna try this, you're gonna try it. That don't work. Okay, now I gotta go back. You form your hypothesis. You try the hypothesis. If it don't work, you go back to square one. That's what the Lord is doing. Remember, we read the Lord tried the reins of men. He tried, the reins of the heart. You know. So this is the experiment the Lord is doing.
So, and he uses spiritual demon Satan to do that because Satan has the information about the Lord, things that you like, things that get you going, stuff in the world that you had a taste for, things you probably still fighting that you put off. Satan the Lord gives Satan information to experiment on you. Say I can crack you this way, I can right there, you know.
Yeah, pretty much Satan is a chemical reaction, man. You know, Satan is a chemical reaction, and the elect is the benefit. You know, we the outcome. You know what I mean? But Satan gonna get for so many W's, man. Because ultimately he works for the Most High. All right. You got two substances mixing together, but who is controlling those substances, man? Who has the benefit? Right? Who created the Smith?
Trial and error.
Yeah, who's the scientist, man? Who's the potter? That goes back to Yahweh Shai, all right? Who has no end.
The potter and the vessel.
And who has no beginning. He's the ancient of your days, man. All right, go ahead, finish that off. Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah. Going back to the word temptation, all right, go ahead.
It says a trial, proving the trial made of you by my bodily condition, since conditions serve as a test of the love of the Galatians towards Paul.
Right, and it said a bodily. Read that one more time.
All right, it says
That's heavy.
a trial proving the trial made of you by my bodily condition.
A trial made of you by the Apostles Paul bodily condition. Why? Because he was what? He talked to the churches. Okay, it's not you his fruit. Did not he plant? All right. Did not he plant? And the apostle watered, and the Most High give the fruit the increase. Okay. All right. Exactly, man. So did not he write the book of Romans, 12th chapter, the first verse, where it says, "Present your body as that living sacrifice," man. All right. Go ahead.
It says a trial of man's fidelity.
A trial of man's fidelity, man. What is fidelity, brothers? I'm asking you all a question. Fidelity is faith. Pretty much, if another word for fidelity would be like confidence. All right.
It's in there.
For this, go back to fidelity, which is faith.
Like if you be infidelity, that means you weren't faithful, you know.
Right.
Or they call dogs sometimes Fido, right? Because he's faithful. You know, Fido, Fidel. Word Fidel.
Right.
Some point Arab they call infidels. You know, who don't believe what they say.
Right. So we're coming into
The elect is the bride. So you're being tried to see the Lord is because what? Many are called, but few are chosen, right? The few that are chosen are the bride. You know, those are the ones that are getting adorned. They're getting dressed. They're going through this trial period. Like, okay, this ain't fitting on. Let me put this on. All right, this is what it's supposed to look like. All right, these are shoes. No, this ain't the shoes. Right. You know, you're getting tried, but you're getting adorned.
Right? It's like real quick. That's like that Revelation 21 we read. You know, ordained. You know, the woman.
And that takes faith, man. Because this ain't just no average woman, man. You know, we actually coming out of being like the Lord chose you out of the world. You know what I mean? But through Apostle Paul, we are being like a chaste virgin, man. Through Apostle Paul, through the ministry, through this word, man. All right. Okay, go ahead.
A lot of these good ones.
Yeah,
All right,
we're gonna get off on this. It's a lot in here.
It says an enticement to sin, temptation, whether arising from the desire or from the outward circumstances.
Right, and this is Revelations, the 3rd chapter, the 10th verse. It's that I will keep thee from the outward temptation, man. All right, read that again.
It says an enticement to sin, temptation, whether arising from the desire or from the outward circumstances.
Right, and a lot of guys is going to be enticed because of their women and their children. Right.
That woman in there really
And that's what the movie Matrix actually showed you to be focused.
I just watched that yesterday.
Pay attention where you're supposed to
pay attention, man. And this doctrine will keep you focused, man. That's why the scripture say be sober. That's why I watched that. Be vigilant. For the devil, your adversary, seeketh whom he what? May devour, man.
Let me just keep reading. Let's go right into that. Let me just read this one before. It says an eternal temptation to sin. Like the brother just going into this one, it says...
Hey, real quick. It says eternal temptation to sin. And the scriptures tell you when you take that chip in Revelation, the 14th chapter, what's going to be your eternal damnation, man. You understand? You taking the eternal temptation to sin by that RFID chip being your God, being your religion. Okay?
Hey, well, what you're doing is making Esau your God.
That's right.
Because it tells you that you worship the beast in his image and took his mark.
That's right. That's right. Right. That's right.
Hey, and that's that covenant. Like the Lord say, I'm gonna make a covenant with you. Well, you
Yeah,
take
you're
that
taking
chip, you making a covenant with us.
That's the contract.
Especially saying that you don't have faith in Yahweh Shemeshai. He's not coming. Let me just get this chip so I can eat some food and
right.
be part of society.
Right.
It doesn't
right.
look like it's gonna happen.
That's idol
I
worship,
don't believe
yeah.
that shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go whatever you saw.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna
Now,
eat.
Hey, that's going to be the beautiful judgment to actually witness, because in that same chapter, Revelation 14 chapter, it says that you're going to be in the heavens with Yahweh Shai and the angels witnessing the destruction
And the
of
Lamb.
2/3 that took the chip. Yeah, in the presence of the Lamb and the holy angels, man. Witnessing the same people. It could be your mother, your children, your women that took the chip.
Where's the sign at? Where's the
That's
chip
coming,
sign?
man.
It's on the back of
That's
martial
real
law,
life.
I think. Yo, right there, standing up. Standing
Yeah,
up.
get that real quick.
Young
Yeah,
guy.
all right, get
Yeah,
the
that real
sign.
quick. Yeah, get
Sign.
that real quick. Matter of fact, we got a few minutes.
Yeah, we
Get
got
Revel-
5
get
minutes, 6
Revelation
minutes.
14 and 9, Baba Kashab, real quick. Because this is going to be the internal, because we're going into the word temptation, which is the Greek word parasmos, and it said an eternal enticement to sin. So once you take this chip, that's an internal enticement. You giving over yourself to this man, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right?
Hopefully I got it. I don't know
Okay?
if they're gonna-
Get that real
last
quick.
week they showed
Hold
it
that.
for free.
Get that real
Revelation
quick.
chapter
The app I
14,
got.
verse 9.
We'll see.
right.
But if not, I have
Revelation chapter 14, verse 9.
I have MMA too.
And the third angel
Oh,
followed
okay.
them,
We'll see how
saying
much
with
it
a loud
is. If
voice,
it's not free, we'll see how much it is.
any man worship the beast and
That's
his
gonna,
image
that's gonna be good.
and receive his
Been
mark
hyped up.
in his
We've-
forehead.
Right, and any man worship the beast, which is NATO, and his image, which is Edomite supremacy. All right, go ahead. And what? The what?
And receive his mark
It
in his
received
forehead.
it received the mark. Okay, the RFID chip. Go ahead.
In his forehead or in his hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels
supposed to be this
and in the presence of the Lamb.
They're still on?
In the presence of the holy angels. Hey, and are we not angels?
Yeah, everybody get out of here 5 minutes.
All right, are we not angels? Are we not going to be over the angels once we get beamed up? So 2/3 they're going to be in the presence of us. And it can be your mother, it can be your sister, it can be your wife, man. That's why you got to be solo dolo in this truth when it comes down to being a sound doctrine.
and the lamb too.
Right?
And the lamb too.
And the
Yahweh gonna be sitting there one day. You
Yahweh
call
Shai.
sweet Jesus, baby
Yeah.
Jesus. He's gonna sit there and watch you suffer.
Yeah.
The most horrible death.
Right, it's his will.
Right before his eyes.
Hey, because that's in his mind.
Got one more. Verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So even if you do get it, and even if you do get the chip, and you still out here worshiping Esau and going after his new
4
world
minutes.
order, you still gonna be miserable as hell. You ain't gonna have no rest out here, man. No rest whatsoever. And then when you get to the kingdom, you're gonna be in everlasting shame. You know?
Hey, but at least they'll live it up. You
Yeah,
talking
you
about
still
Jay?
gonna live it
Yeah.
up. It's just gonna be, damn, I was that nigga
Fuck,
back
man.
then.
Yeah, it's always gonna be in the back of your mind, like, damn.
Now you still on the bottom.
Hey, the bottom of Israel's gonna be the best of anything, you know, compared. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot greater than the best of Esau right now. Shit. Yeah.
It's going to take a couple thousand years. It's going to take a couple thousand years to get over it.
Yeah.
All right? You Gucci man up flair. It's going to take a couple thousand years to get over that damn mind state that you actually took that chip and you actually gave your mind over to Esau Edom. But guess what? You're going to be over it, like the brother said, you're going to be over the nations.
Yeah.
right,
Because
what
you're gonna
if you-
remember it forever because it said everlasting. But you're gonna be enjoying life so much that you're not gonna think about it forever. But it's gonna be there, you know.
Yep. That's right. Right?
This is the book of James.
Close out on this too.
God, this is James chapter 1, verse 12.
All right? Hey, because, man, you know, the whole point, man, you know, in order to get into the rest, the scriptures tell you in the book of 2nd Ezra, we shall suffer straight things, man. All right? And hope for wide things, man. All right? That word straits is difficulty, man. Hardship, man. All right? That goes with loss. The Lord, how Shai said, what you have to lose. You have to ultimately lose your own life to gain your life, but ultimately the people around you, man. See, when you come into this thing, man, this is your family, man. All right? Nobody rocking with you like the brothers amongst you, man. Remember that. Go ahead.
This is the book of James chapter 1, verse 12.
I should read 3 and then read 12.
God, this is James chapter 1, verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Right, and the trying of your faith, going back into the enticement, the temptation, trying of your faith, that chip is going to try your faith, man. That's all of us, man.
2 and 3.
Hey, but if your mind is not, if your Yahweh Shemiel Shah is not locked in, you're going to lose, man. He got to be on your dome. Ultimately, man.
The Most High is not. The Most High is gonna give you over to that chip.
Right, ultimately.
You're gonna be living in torment.
Right, ultimately, you're going to wake up in everlasting shame and contempt, man. Like, damn, I can't believe I got all the way this far and I gave the Lord up. You know how bad that would suck? Actually witnessing men who was next to you ruling and they just, come on, man. Go ahead.
Let me go back up a verse real quick. James 1, verse 2 and 3. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations.
Right.
Knowing-
Delivering them from that temptation. Go ahead.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Now let me jump over to verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahweh hath promised them that love him.
Did you brothers get that, man? All right. That's James 1 and 12, man. All right, read that again, because this is going back to why we even how we even opened up this camp, man. All right.
The book of James,
the crown of life. All right. Incorruptible, man. All right. Living forever, not dying. You ain't gonna come back again after this and being a slave. Coming back knowing his mom and having to get the Bible and learn the scriptures again, being like, damn, I remember you, brother. No, bro, this is the last time we're gonna ever do this again, man. All right, we going back into that first estate right now. Go ahead.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Woo! And it said tried. The scripture say the righteous are put in a furnace of affliction, man. We go. Hey, the Lord said in the book of Malachi, the 3rd chapter, he shall make up his jewels, man. And they shall be tried through the fire.
Gold is tried.
As gold is tried, man. And what? Isaiah the 13th chapter says a man shall be more precious than fine gold, man. The men are here today.
Most valuable jewels.
Hey, so what? You want to partake on this righteous side, man. You want to partake on this side, being tried through the fire, physically, spiritually. You don't want to be tried physically, man. All right? You want to partake in this thing spiritually, man, so that it can be manifested physically, man.
Hey, because our souls are on trial. You know,
right?
Not your hand. You say my hand. I beat that nigga at her stove. No, the spirit that's holding that vessel's on trial.
That's right, man.
That's why we brought out Samuel. You know,
right.
The Lord knows the
inner man. That's right. The inner man, man. And that's the God. That's the house of David. All right, go ahead. Close out.
All right, this is James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, but when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahweh hath promised to them that love him.
That's right. So, clear as day. If you love Yahweh Shemiel Shah, you know what you're up here for, man. All right? Hey, so with that, call hello.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash.
As always, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemiel Shah. And as always, salutations to the Zakoni wa Achim and shalom to the elect, man.
Shalom.